All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight here. We are live, Daytona, USA here tonight. This is Joe White up here in the booth, FusionMotorsportsTV.com, and man, am I excited for tonight's race here all week long. I am joined in the booth tonight by Matt Egan of FMTV. Matt, how you doing?
You know, I'm doing really well. I didn't expect to be back up here in the Cup Series booth so soon, but I'm not complaining. It's going to be a very interesting show we got tonight.
Yes, it is, man. I'm going to tell you what, I am pumped up. I'm excited tonight. We got the Cup cars here, Daytona, and it's Extreme Motorsports 99 back. The season has started. We've been, anticipation for this. And, after last season, the excitement, drama, the chase, and the race and whatnot, it's just exhilarating. And I tell you, with nighttime here, this week's been like the speed weeks for Extreme Motorsports, Matt. You know yourself, we ran into trucks, and then you broadcasted the Xfinity race last night, which all of it Daytona this week. And I tell you, our team, even though it wasn't the outing we would like, we definitely came in with a game plan and had some okay finishes, and we're looking forward to Atlanta, man. What's your feeling, man, here tonight, Daytona?
Well, real quick, talking about the team like you just mentioned, not the outbreak performance we wanted, but you brought us with the top 15, which was pretty good. And like you said, we're going to move on to Atlanta next week, and I'm excited. Or 2 weeks from now, I'm excited for that. As far as what I expect for tonight, I broadcast the Cup Series last season. I know you did it too as a test. I know you did some of it too as a test, and I expect exactly what we saw last season: a very exciting race with some very good talent. Jake Nichols looks to defend his championship this season, so it's just going to be a very exciting season. Dwayne Culberson wants to defend his win from last year, too, or last season.
Man, you're right there, Matt. I'm going to tell you what, again, hey, as a race team, sometimes you have you up, sometimes you have you down, but that's okay. We came out of there with our game plan and with our, we're going to bring the trucks to Atlanta and see what happens. First and foremost, I want to thank Rick Donovan and all the guys in his admin booth, Ryan Keese, Don Kidder, all the guys there is putting on this awesome show here tonight, being an admin. I want to appreciate you for stepping up here in the booth. Unfortunately, Ryan Daniels having some technical difficulties where he's at, some weather and whatnot, and couldn't get here tonight, but he said he will try to be in the chat with us and watch the stream, as always. And that's another thing. Want to welcome the viewers out there. Want to welcome, the drivers. I mean, these guys have been looking forward to this, and we're here. Man, I can't say enough. I'm excited, man. I really am.
Yeah, me too. Very unfortunate circumstances for Ryan there, who couldn't be here. Of course, though, like I said a few moments ago, I'm very excited to be here. It's an unfortunate situation as to why I'm here, but nonetheless, I'm excited, much like you are.
Good deal. Well, like I say, we got a couple viewers out there. As again, it's like I always do. I appreciate all y'all. FusionMotorsportsTV.com here. Check out the website coming soon. Got a lot of great things going to be happening. 2017 for us, Matt, and it's kind of good. We're kicking off the season here, me and you. We could talk a little bit of that throughout the race and some of the things that's going to be happening for FMTV and FMTV2 here, which is what we do here is Extreme Motorsports. But we want to welcome the viewers, and like I always do, please let us know how the broadcast looks. How's everything look screen wise? How everything looks on your end? How's the sound look? If there's a driver out there that you want me to focus on, please let me know. We'll focus on that driver. If there's a driver you want us to talk to, we'll try to get them up here and talk to them. Tonight, we're going to do something special. We got a couple in-race reporters during caution that we're going to talk to. I know one of them right off the bat's Aiden Young, but we got a few other ones that we're going to pick out throughout the race. And, Matt, we just come with some exciting things going to happen, man.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good drivers in the front of the field, particularly Bobby Cheney, who is a newcomer to the series, but sitting on the top of the speed charts right now, that's very good for that man.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna tell you, he's probably excited or ecstatic about it. As we're seeing a couple cars right now, they're just in practice. It says 3 minutes to go here in practice before we shoot off into qualifying. Didn't really see the normal pit party that we're used to seeing here in Extreme, but that's okay. You know, we know Rick has had his hands full, and I just want to go ahead real quick, as I know you do, Matt, and a lot of yours broadcast and whatnot. I want to give a thank you to Rick. Rick Don is the owner here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com and has put on a heck of a show for us here. And we're hoping to put on a heck of a show for him. What do you think, man?
Yeah, Rick does a lot of work for us, a lot of work for this league. You know, he's a really good guy. Puts a lot of time and obviously a lot of money too into this to get things run so smoothly. So yeah, like you said, want to extend a big thanks to him for all he does for us and this league.
Nice, good deals. We're just watching some of the cars out here as we're getting ready to set to go into qualifying. I want to appreciate all the viewers. I want to appreciate all the drivers here tonight. Man, we're at Daytona, USA. Man, this is the epitome. This is almost like the Super Bowl of racing here for the NASCAR series. You know, they have theirs early. Like I say, this week in Speed Weeks, we had the Truck Series ran Tuesday night, Daytona. We had the Xfinity Series ran last night, Daytona. Tonight, the Cup Series, Daytona. And it's nothing but spectacular that we're about to see here. Again, viewers out there, please let me know how everything is looking so that we're at 100% top notch for y'all, so we can give y'all an enjoyable experience out there. Again, Joe White up here in the booth, FMTV2, up here with Matt Egan tonight. I'm going to tell you, that's good, man. The FMTV boy up here with me. So both of us up here going to call shots here at this race, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I just have one question for you regarding the stream. I've got it loaded up on my iPad. The overlay there, are you going to have the flags up during the race or not? Because I'm noticing that where the 2-minute timer is there.
The flags. There you go. How's that?
I gotta wait for the stream to update.
Good call there, Matt. But you're right. I was supposed to have them up there. Unfortunately, I do some other leagues and whatnot, and this one here is unique because at Extreme Motorsports, I have my own set for the overlay, and I definitely don't want to use their overlay for everybody else. Hey, Becky Siford, how you doing out there? That's another one, Matt. I don't know if you're familiar with Becky or not. Becky's actually Tyler Siford's mom, and we appreciate it, man. Saying sounds good. How does it look on your end, Becky? Please let us know, as all the other viewers out there let us know how everything looks and how everything sounds and whatnot, so that we definitely can give you all the best show possible. And man, I don't know, man. I got goosebumps, man. These cars out here roaring around 2.5 mile track here at Daytona. Well, we have missed you too, Becky. Definitely have missed this, man. It's let's get a track summary here, or we're Daytona 500, Daytona International Speedway. You know what, Matt? I think I mentioned that the other day. I wanted to call every track international, and I think that's why. It's like a Daytona on my mind. Well,
you were right with Daytona, and you're right with I forgot where it was, where we were at with Winstow, where you were calling it an international speedway, not linear the week before, but that was also so. Yeah, you were right with saying it though. Gotcha.
Good deal. Well, that's another thing. International Speedway didn't want to. And we're inside qualifying right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 laps of qualifying again. Let me know how it looks and whatnot on y'all's end, and I definitely want to see what we look like. Basically, as we got these cars coming off here right now, looking at James Thorndike, who is, right now he's making his qualifying run. But while we're doing this, while we're in qualifying and letting the viewers out here, excuse me, we got a viewer out here that's talking to me right fast. Hang on a second, Matt.
It's Becky again. She's populated many FMTV1 streams, so I'm very familiar with her. She's very nice.
Yes, she is, and she gives cookies, man, too. So that's the good thing.
The free cookies from the championship. If Tyler had won that.
Well, there we got Ryan Daniels is in the crowd there too, and Becky was basically telling me that Tyler's dad wants to make sure you guys are aware that he is watching also. Well, if we can get Tyler's dad's name, Becky, we will definitely give him a shout out also. We don't want him left out of the crowd. We just don't hear him talking. We see you talking a lot. Matt, I see Matt's typing. Matt, quit typing, man. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, I'm using my iPad, so.
That's all right, man. Good deal. That's what we want. Interact with the crowd here, and that's what we do here during qualifying and whatnot. Hey, only when Tyler wins.
Yeah, Cookie's the only one who wins. So Tyler better win tonight is what we're saying.
Hey, there you go. Well, he's not too far from me, man. So Tyler actually is only about 45, 50 minutes from where I'm at. So I can run right on down and get them cookies.
There you go. I have to FedEx overnight it to me, though. I'm all the way up in Jersey.
Yep, there you go.
Looks like Tyler Sifford right now sitting 11th on the board, though. That's right outside the top 10. Probably a decent spot right now. He's fallen back to 14th.
He has, and right now Becky has given us confirmation that his name is Clyde Sifford. So that right there, for everyone who doesn't know, that is Tyler Sifford's dad. And Becky Sifford's husband, love of her life, and whatnot, and they have raised a good boy here, and he has done very well in Extreme, finishing second in the points behind none other than my all-time favorite man I like talking about, Matt, Jake Superman Nichols, and he's going to be out here tonight too.
Yeah, Jake Nichols, the defending series champion. There's a lot out of him that's expected for him, but the question is, will he live up to it? He set a record last season, and he won the championship, so he's hoping to, but a lot of these guys want to dethrone that title.
And they do, man. I agree with you, Matt. That's another thing. Hey, that's a good subject just brought up there. We got some young guns out here that are out here to just do just that. Tyler DeComey. Is that right? Deshawn. Tyler Deshawn. My bad. I just remember that.
Yeah, Joe, your mic is going all haywire for me right now. I can't even hear you, man.
What about now?
It's really quiet, but I can hear you.
All right. Well, on the stream, my levels are showing good, but we'll see what happens right now. How's everybody? Everybody on the stream? Can y'all hear me just fine?
I'm playing back the stream right now. Your mic crapped out on there too, just for a second. You're good now, though.
That's cool. As long as everybody on the stream can hear me now, and we're good to go. I might have yanked the cord down here on the bottom. My bad. That's on me. So let's get back to what we were talking about. We were actually talking about Tyler Deshawn, one of the guys who actually is going to sit here and possibly be one of the young guns to come up here in ExtremeMotorsports99.com and look to dethrone Jake Nichols off of that spot of being the main man.
Well, the driver that looks like is going to have the best chance of doing that tonight, how about that 58 car, Justin M. Wilson? You may remember him from such races as Linear Motorsports Speedway, Charlotte Motorsports Speedway, and all the Extreme Motorsports races. Extreme, I meant Winstel Racing Series.
Yes.
Races. Not Extreme, but he's new here, but, a very talented driver there. I expect to see him do very well tonight. And, of course, he's got the pole right now, so no surprise there.
Yes, absolutely. I'm 100% with you on that. Definitely got the pole and whatnot.
As we, I believe qualifying's wrapping up and they're getting ready to enter their driver's meeting.
Yes, they are. That's what they are. They're in their driver's meeting right now. And I am showing Justin Wilson as the man on point right now.
Yeah, that's I got that too.
All right, good deal. Just making sure we're right and making sure that IRTVO is up and with what iRacing is going on, because we got a lot of viewers out here, and I appreciate all the viewers here. FusionMotorsportsTV.com. I know there have been a few little technical difficulties with iRacing this past week. Obviously, we're coming off of week 13. They're coming off a few patches. They're coming off a few builds and whatnot. Right now, what they do here is Extreme is they have their drivers meeting right after their qualifying. So that's why I'm still saying qualifying. We're looking at the sights and sounds here at this humongous track, Matt. And, again, want to appreciate all the viewers, everyone watching. Thank you again throughout. Let me know how we sound. Let us know how the broadcast looks. Keep us up to date. Want to give a shout out to Cameron Hearn down there. Thank you again.
Yeah, hopefully Iracing doesn't give us too much troubles like it did last night. That was interesting, to put it lightly. If you happened to watch any of that last night, Joe, cars were bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, just all around bad deal and whatnot. But hopefully they got everything straightened out. I did a few tests early on today, and I think we're good to go. And right now, haven't heard anybody out there tell us, man, we're looking bad, sounding bad. So, Matt, I think we might be okay to get this thing rolling. And right, like I say, right now they're in the midst of their drivers' meeting, so we're just talking a little bit here of what's going on and whatnot, and what to expect for this season. And one of the things to expect is like we said, Jake Nichols. He was the man last season, and with that, who's possibly going to step up and take him down? Who's going to take him and dethrone him off of that pedestal, so to speak, and take that crown away from him?
Well, if anyone's going to dethrone him, my theory is that it's going to come from within JNR or Brian Blackford Racing. I don't know what Trito's on, but I think he's with JNR. I know Ethan Kurtz is, and I know Dwayne Culberson is. So I think that's where it's going to come from, is internally, because they have Jake's secrets and they know what Jake is doing, and they can apply that in their own driving. So if it's going to come from anywhere, it's really probably going to come internally. But of course, there's a chance of the outsider getting it, like Justin Wilson there, or the 21 car, as you were saying earlier, or at least I think he's a 21 car tonight.
Right. Well, 21 car, who would he be driving for?
You know who I'm talking about, the new guy you were talking about.
Oh, Tyler Deshawn. That's 25, number 25 machine. And right now he's sitting. That's fine. He's sitting in fifth right now. And Justin M. Wilson, who is sitting on the top of the speed chart right now on pole, with Tom Whitmore sitting in second. Is what I'm showing here. I call him Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. I'm gonna tell you, that man. I've seen him do some great things. Sitting in third, Tyler Sifford. He's got his fan club out there. Sitting in fourth, Tyler Deshawn. Sitting in fifth, John Houston sixth, and then Jake Superman Nichols right there in seventh. Mason, is that Witzel? Is that how that last one goes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Witzel sitting right there in eighth right now, and Justin Gable ninth, and around out the top 10, Bryant Ward, who is stepping up here into the Cup Series. So that's what I'm showing on the top 10, Matt, right there for right now. So we still got a couple cars that are out there doing some qualifying runs, but again, for the most part, these drivers are in their drivers' meeting, and want to give a shout out there to Pioneers 1316.
That's Ethan Kurtz.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Ethan? How you doing?
Yeah, thanks, Ethan, for informing me of that. As I was a bit confused there. I knew he was somehow affiliated with Jake. I didn't know if he was exactly on his team or not, though, but he is.
Gotcha. Good deal. Not a problem. That's what we need to know. Good insight, good information from the viewers. Matt's got good insight up here. What's going on? Sugar-free NOS. They make that? Is that an actual drink?
I guess so.
Huh.
I mean, NOS is an actual drink. They sponsor Kyle.
Yeah, but I've never heard of sugar-free NOS.
Let me do a quick Google search for this.
Hey, there we go. Well, got our analysis up here. He's going to get on that for us. So, but hey, want to welcome Sugar-Free here. And then, like I say, spotting for the 81 tonight. Ready to get crazy. Pioneer man out there says. So, awesome. Good deal. We're about ready to get set here at the top of the hour. FusionMotorsportsTV.com. I'm Joe White up here in the booth for FMTV2. I got Matt Egan up here tonight with me. Unfortunately, Ryan W. Daniels had some technical difficulties and couldn't make it tonight, but he will be back in the booth with me. So definitely look forward to that. And
to confirm, yes, sugar-free NOS does exist. Did a quick Google search.
All right. Well,
it comes in a bright neon blue can, kind of a lighter blue than the normal one.
Okay. Well, then there we go. Actually, we have got sugar-free NOS has been confirmed. All the viewers out there from Matt Egan that it actually is a drink.
The rumors are true, people.
The rumors are true. There you go. You heard it first here, so there you go.
Unless you've drank it before, then you knew about it.
Hey, hallelujah. Anyways, back here at Daytona, and I apologize, or I won't apologize, but hey, that's what we do. We have fun up here. Hey, we're gonna have a good time along with some good racing. I'm excited. Matt. I'm really really pumped up. I'm kind of getting a little tongue tied because I'm so excited just to have fun up here. I've been looking forward to this, to get back into this, and to get ExtremeMotorsports99.com's Cup Series back going. I know we've done some recruiting racings during the off season, and it's awesome. We appreciate it, Pioneer. Thanks for the good luck there, and me and Matt's going to have a blast up here, and all the viewers, I hope they have a blast and definitely watching and whatnot, as we definitely want to give a shout out. But we're nighttime atmosphere, man. I'm telling you, this is what's there to say? This is awesome.
Yeah, like I said at the start of the show, you're saying you're excited for the Cup Series to start back up. Like I said I wanted to be in the Cup Series at least once this season. Wasn't expecting it to be so soon, but I'm very happy to be here.
Well,
I'm just
we're happy
really
to have
excited
you,
for the action tonight. It's like you're saying, it's going to be a great race. Now, something a little bit interesting that I did notice, Dwayne Culberson sitting 26. He won this race last season. If he wants to repeat that, he's got a long road to the front to go.
He does, but I'm going to tell you what, Daytona's one of those tracks. Qualifying really, I don't want to say doesn't matter, but it's not one of them that's like high on the priority. I mean, you could be the dead last car and bring it to the front here. It's restrictor plate racing. You know, I know, we've raced them. You could be back there trying to run in the back. The next thing you know, you're up front running in the pack. So, and then you can also get into trouble real quick here. That's another thing you got to watch out for, and it not even be your problem. But you're right, sitting 26 right now, but he did pull the win off last season, so we'll have to see what happens.
Oh, well, yeah, no doubt about it. I agree with that. The qualifying at super speedways is not top priority, but what I'm saying is he's going to have the challenge of having to get through that mid-pack where there tends to be a few incidents early on in the race, which could be a very bad thing for him, having to start near the back of the field, only having one fast repair where, he's typically a front-running car. That's what I'm saying as far as the challenge he's going to have tonight.
Yep, absolutely. I'm going to tell you what, and again, Daytona 500 tonight, Daytona International Speedway. I actually get to say that and get it right. I've been calling every darn track the Oval International, and I think that's because I've had Daytona in my mind. I have been so exhausted in getting ready for this, to get ready here tonight for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. The Cup Series is here. The season's starting. It's a new one. We've got a 10-race season starting up, Matt. And in those 10 races, we're going to have the top 12 drivers are going to vie for a position to race for a title in a 5-race chase format. So 15 races total, but the first 10 are the regular season style to get in. Now, what we will have to find out, I haven't had 100% clarification on, is I have heard through the rumor, the grapevine, and we will ask Rick Donovan himself, is that could be a 13th person added into the chase with a contingency style to it. So, like I say, right now, he's in the midst of a driver's interview. We definitely don't want to bother him now on that, but we will get confirmation. We'll get him up here in the booth and pick his brain a little bit, Matt, and for all the viewers, and definitely to see what that is about. But I'm excited for that because, man, when that chase got here last season, whew, it was, you saw drivers step up, and I know
it was an interesting chase, to put it lightly. And didn't we have 13 or 14 cars in it last season due to the interesting 13?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah, due to the Phoenix circumstances.
We did, and just to touch on that a little bit, Nate Trito. I call him Nate hard charging Trito, man, because that boy gets up to the front, goes to the back, comes to the front, goes to the back. I mean, he's like a pinball ball, back and forth. But he ran the whole season. In the last race, a little bit of controversy, like you said, the Phoenix one, that got him into the chase at number 13. And he made the best of it, probably the best of any chase driver, because he tied Tyler Sifford going into the last race of the season, and it came down to basically a tiebreaker of just very small proportions of average finishes and whatnot, and ended up in third. But to go from 13th to tie second to being third is a phenomenal accomplishment in the chase.
Yeah, that it is, and you got to credit Nate for being able to do that. I feel like if he had a little while longer, he might have had a run at that championship, but of course we didn't see that materialize, unfortunately.
Well, in the off season here, we've been watching him. I've been watching him. I've talked to him a couple times, and his game plan is to try not always run flat out, straight out, and just be more patient and whatnot. And I've seen that in some recruitment races, and he's been one of the ones to get up there and really run with Jake Nichols and a lot of the other guys. A couple of the other dudes who need to look out for, Jonathan Shipman. I call him Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman because, man, I watched what he did to Jake Nichols at a race last season. Actually, I think it was the Dover, or it was either Dover or Texas. It was one of those towards the end there. I think it was race 7 or 8 in that area. He actually ran down Jake Nichols, and I'd have to go back and do some research. Sorry about that. But
I think it was Dover.
Okay. Well, he actually gave him everything and ran him down and beat him that day. So, yeah, ever since then, I kind of call him that. We got some new guys here. I'm trying to look through the field here. I don't see the one that I really wanted to see, Glenn Rockefeller, which had been running a lot of the recruitment style races, who was going to run for J.R. Rodriguez Motorsports, but I don't see him here. So, but again, we do have a lot of good faces. Devin Schmirkar. Now, Devin Smirker. My bad. Thank you for that correction, Matt, because that's me. And again, I want to apologize. I do mess up on some of these.
He's another guy from Winston.
Yep.
I guess all the Winston guys saw these broadcasts on FMTV1 and decided to hop on over here. That's my only explanation for that there.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you what though. I was about to talk to him and said, because I saw what he could do in the Cup car, and he pulled I think it was a second place out one of the races, and was just running there up there strong with Jake Nichols and them. So another one of the, I'm going to call them the young guns and the new guys here in the series, definitely looking to get in here and just, I don't know, take that crown away of being the best. And he's definitely got the skill to be able to do it. And I talked with him, and actually he, one of the gentlemen who we was interested in possibly running for Fusion Motorsports TV Racing. So might be some exciting things there. So there you go.
That would be very nice. Speaking of Fusion Motorsports TV Racing, trying to find where Vern Bradley's sitting right now on the
21st.
Speed charts. 21st. All right. Well, he is a driver for us, so we are wishing him the best of luck tonight here at the Daytona Super Speedway.
Yes, sir, we are. I'm going to tell you what, here it's 2.5-mile venue here in Florida, Daytona International Speedway. And as Matt's got his bells are ringing, and he's in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah, you in the Christmas spirit over there, man.
No, that's my clock.
That's all right. Hey, it's still Christmas spirit, and you got it going. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's going to... I should probably change something with the way my voice sensitivities hit, because that goes off, it's one of those mantle clocks that goes off to chime the hours and stuff.
Right. Well, I tell you
it's
what.
A very nice clock, though, made by Howard Miller. I like it.
Matt, I think we're getting close to the end here of qualifying. I said that the car's about ready to take the grid here, and man, I'm getting pumped up. This is woo. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
what do you think?
You know how to use the grid overlay, right?
Yep, I got you.
Good stuff.
Yep.
I'm very excited to see Wilson have the pole tonight.
Yes, I am too. Right now, let's see what we got.
We wait for the other cars to take the grid here on Daytona International.
Let's get a good shot right here. Down pit road there as we see all these cars gridding up here tonight. Let's do a rundown of the grid here. Finally, yes, you're right, James Horan. Finally, the first race of the season, Daytona International Speedway. And let's see what we got here. On pole, Justin M. Wilson. Tom Whitmore sitting in second. Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman in third. Tyler Sifford is sitting in fourth. Tyler Ducharme sitting in fifth. John Houston, wow, putting it up there for old school. In 6th, Jake Superman Nichols starting in 7th, Mason Witzel in 8th, Justin Gable sitting in 9th, and Bryant Ward rounding out the top 10. You wanna take it on down the list there for us, Matt?
I gotta pull that up right quick.
Oh, that's fine.
Sure,
that's
let
fine.
me do that because the IRTVO on mine is screwed up, so I gotta actually bring up the one on iRacing.
Well, that's fine. We'll just
We left off at 10th, correct?
left off at 11th, man.
All right, coming in at 11th will be Nate Trito, Michael R. Mueller, 12th. 13th goes to Trevor Apollo, Devin Schmierker, starting 14th. 15th to Jeff Ward, 16th to Mike Rominger. You want me to continue through the rest of the field,
Just
correct?
keep going on, man.
Ryan Nolan, 17th. 18th, Cameron Herm. Christopher Parkman, the winner last night in the Xfinity Series, rolls off 19th. He's hoping for a repeat tonight. David Shutt looks to shut out the field here, starting 20th. Vern Bradley starting 21st for Fusion Motorsports TV Racing. James Thorndike in a beautiful patriotic machine, starting 22nd. 23rd will go to Bobby Cheney, who was the fastest in practice, though did not have a good qualifying run. Looks to improve on that, though. Richie Evans starting 24th. He was my pick to win last night in the Xfinity Series. Unfortunately, that didn't materialize. Maybe tonight will be his night. Landon Lacey, 25th.
Yep.
Last season's winner, 26th, is Dwayne Culberson. Delonte Ballard making his first start in that Elwood Designs Camry, starting 27th. Looking at 28th will be Damian Crump. Alan Westman, 29th. 30th, Tommy Mace. In the 66 car, 31st, Thomas Van Hees. And then Sean Doerr sitting 32nd. 33rd goes to Nick Hunt. And last but certainly not least will be Aiden Young, another talented driver, making his way up to the Cup Series. Christopher Hurley and Matthew Walzenbach did grid, but they did not post a qualifying time. They will be starting 35th and 36th, respectively.
All right, well, I appreciate that rundown there, man. I'm going to tell you what, we're about ready to get going here as we're looking. And one of the things we're looking at here is the fact that we've got 36 cars here as we're going to get a shot here on the start. Awesome shot here from the start-finish line to start this one here. ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Daytona International Speedway. Here we go. Green flag racing in the air for tonight as Wilson fires them off down to this turn number 1. Cars roaring off down through there, Matt. I'm going to tell you, 2x2, side-by-side racing already. Look at that. Sight, sounds, and the cars just screaming.
Yeah, very good start for Wilson. Not a good start for Tyler Sifford. You just see he's going to fall back to the number 28 car and get picked up in line behind him. That 28 machine being piloted by, hold on a second, I'll tell you, would be 1 second. Who is driving that 28? It's not showing up.
28
Mason Wetzel.
Yep. Mason Witzel, man, this one's driving the 28. Right now, we are seeing a battle for the lead as Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman, the man trying to take it on the outside, and he's got Justin M. Wilson sitting in second, but he's got help, man, from Tyler Deshawn, number 25 machine. He is definitely powering it on out there. Awesome looking cars right now. It's a 2x2 as John Houston's making a power move on the inside. And look at the move that Tyler just did right there, leaving the Shipman on the outside, Matt.
Yeah, that's not something you want to do here. You want to try to make friends early, so maybe you'll have a little help later on. But you'll see he'll let Shipman fall in line there, so maybe not all is lost. Now, one thing I'm curious to see real quick is how is that outside line going to perform tonight, considering the last 2 nights when we were racing the trucks, the outside line was the place to be. In the Xfinity Series, the outside line actually wound up winning the race. So you think that's going to transfer over to the Cup cars?
Well, traditionally with the Cup cars is what we're seeing right here. They usually spread into a single file line, and I'm going to tell you that outside is not the best place to be at the beginning of this race. Later on in, maybe, but at the beginning, no. And as we're seeing right now is what we saw at Talladega and last year's race is single file running of these cars, and that's just how these cars are. You know, a lot of that. But we will see some side by side as this race goes on, Matt.
Yeah, I'm looking. You can see it a little bit more towards the back of the field as they're still trying to settle out, actually. Yeah, you got one car up there. That's Richie Evans. and he'll move it down to that inside line there right in front of the 35 of Damian Crump, and I think that's going to weed out the rest of that double file racing as the entire field turns to single file.
Yep, 100% right. I mean, right now look at John Houston right there running in second, Jonathan Shipman running in third, Tyler DeShawn fourth, Justin Gable sitting in fifth. That's your top five right there. They are nose to tail, single file, running in the order right now. And, as we get an inside shot here of Tyler running around this track, it's just, I don't know what to say, Matt. The sights, the sounds, these cars, man, are roaring down here. Hey, we appreciate the viewers. Ryan, appreciate it out there. As that Blade Cruiser, thank you, man, for the compliment out there. And, again, let us know how the stream looks, how we sound, me and Matt up here in the booth. And if you got a favorite driver out there you want us to look at, we definitely try to get them on here for you, too.
Yeah, now, the only thing I really don't like about these super speedway races, at least with the Cup car, is exactly what's happening right now. This whole single file racing, I feel like, I don't know if that's a problem with iRacing or actually the real world, which iRacing has to follow for the Cup packages as per the agreement they have with NASCAR. It's just a little bit uninteresting for the first 15 or so laps. Then we see some drivers starting to make moves to the outside line. Actually, as I say that, Jonathan Shipman moves to the outside line, and that's when things really start to heat up and get interesting.
It does, and I think it's half and half. You're right. It's some of it has to do with the actual, car. Some of it actually has to do with the actual the package that they use. Some of it is the iRacing involved. So it's all a little bit of everything. But in real life, these Cup cars definitely do stay, nose to tail like this a lot.
Well, yes, they do. That's why I'm saying I feel like it's not so much iRacing's fault, more so it's iRacing having to stay true to real life. So instead of getting the 2x2 racing, we're getting what happens in real life, which is, primarily single file racing. Not that there's anything too wrong with that, but double file is always interesting.
Well, I tell you what, it looks like, Jonathan Shipman and actually Tyler right there are trying to make that outside lane work as they're trying to get up there and battle with Justin M. Wilson and John Houston, as John Houston is standing right on the back bumper there of Justin as we're watching and just trying to keep them held off. But maybe now as they've got a little help from the number 9 of Trevor Rapolo coming up there trying to help a little bit. And we might see 3 cars. Well, no, he falls back in line.
Yeah, but you got to battle for the lead right there. I think Jonathan Shipman, if that 25 of Tyler Descharme can actually give him a good push, he'll actually lead this lap. Yes, he will. Jonathan Shipman to the point here at Daytona.
True that. You've got them. I'll tell you what, they are side by side. I call it 2x2, nose to tail. The top 4 guys here, Justin M. Wilson, Jonathan Shipman, and John Houston. As you see them very close, door-to-door racing. Tyler DeShawn right there behind them, trying to help them along. And it looks like Trevor Rapolo's trying to push up. Ooh, Tyler makes a move and just squeezes in there and closes the gap. It's going to leave Jonathan kind of out to dry, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't think Shipman's going to be too happy with that. He's going to fall way back. I'm looking all the way back to about 11th places where there'll actually be another gap in there unless someone moves up to that high line to help him out as the 25. No, he does not. Yes, he does.
Wow, there he goes. I'm going to tell you, hey, so maybe now they just wanted to switch spots and see if they can bring it to the front. Again, like I say, I want to welcome all the viewers out there tonight. Appreciate it, and thank you so much for following us, watching us, and everything that you're doing for us here at FusionMotorsportsTV.com. We're at Daytona International Speedway, ExtremeMotorsports99.com Cup Series tonight. This is awesome. Let us know again how everything is looking on the broadcast side and whatnot. Just showing some beautiful camera angles here. I'm Joe White up here in the booth with Matt Egan tonight up here with me.
Yep. I am I'm a broadcaster, I'm a driver, and a co-commentator tonight. So, jack of all trades going on here, but I love every minute of it.
Heck yeah, and I'll tell you what, you've been busy this week because actually, we both ran in the truck series of Extreme Motorsports this week at Daytona, and you yourself, you actually, with FMTV last night, you actually did the Xfinity race and broadcasted that. And tonight, with FMTV2 with myself, you're with me tonight doing the Cup Series. So you definitely have your hands full this week at Speed Weeks here at Extreme.
Yeah, I encourage everyone watching tonight, after this race concludes, go watch that Xfinity race from last night. Skip to about halfway through. That's when all the issues kind of resolved themselves. But, yeah, that was a very interesting race. We had some issues on our racing's end, but tonight, though, we're having an amazing race to stream. I'm watching on my iPad, Joe. It looks amazing there, and no problems, really. It's a little bit laggy, but I think that might be my iPad.
Who knows? Could be, could not. That's why I'm trying to get some viewers out here to let me know how they look on their end and whatnot, what they're seeing. Definitely helps me. This is the start of the season. I've done a lot of extensive testing, so to speak, throughout the off season and whatnot to get prepared for this. I'm excited, pumped up, ready as we're watching this excitement out here. Daytona. I mean, this is a huge track. A lot of cars here right now, showing 26 cars out here. So it just, I don't know. This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, 26 or 36, because I'm showing all 36 on the track.
Okay. Well, for some reason, I don't know why RATVO does that. It's some of them it shows them actually live, shows us don't. But 36 cars, you're right. That is a huge amount of cars out here. A good turnout, almost at the 43 limit that we would have. And tonight, these cars out here streaming around this 2.5 mile track, and I don't know, it just brings goosebumps to me, Matt.
Yeah, that outside line is really starting to form up now. You see that 28 leads that second group of three, and they're starting to move towards the front of the field.
All right, good deal. Well, I appreciate all the viewers out there again, man, letting us know, and definitely, and hope you like some of the shots that we're showing you around this track. Definitely, if you got a favorite driver out there you want us to focus on, we'll focus on him for you, or them, or whoever, and we'll even try to get an interview during a caution for you if we can. And right now, these guys are looking, we haven't mentioned it too much, Matt, but, this is the Cup Series. This is the be-all, end-all of ExtremeMotorsports99.com. I don't know. This is what it is right here.
Yeah, this is the best this league has to offer, and it really shows how well they're racing around each other right now, running largely double file now, which makes me very happy. So, it really just shows the level of talent these drivers have to be able to do this and not wind up crashing.
Yes, you're 100% right. I will definitely say that. So, as we're just watching these cars go around here, I mean, they're awesome. Hey, Becky, how you doing? And a shout out to Tyler Sifford. Go, Sifford. All right. Heck yeah, we definitely will. And we got Jesse John Andrews. I hope I pronounced that right. So, it says, I'm just tired of racing against AI. Yeah, well, yeah, we definitely got to do that. How about Bryant Ward running in top 5? Way to go. You're right. Bryant Ward right there. So let's see where he's at. He's moved up into 4th spot. Let's see if we can't get a shot of him right here really quick. He runs for Devil Dog Racing.
Yeah, got to give credit to him for moving up to the top 4, and I believe this is his first Cup race. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
His first official Cup race. He's done a couple of recruitment races, but you're 100% right. First official seasoned Cup race here this season, running in that number 44 Toyota machine for Devil Dog Racing. Bryant Ward, he's currently in 4th, started 10th, 4th right now, speed chart, and he's definitely making the most of it here.
Talking about Jesse John Andrews, saying he's tired of racing cheap AI in PC games. Well, you do have an option there. It's not exactly a good option, but you could always get NR 2003 for free using questionable methods. Not a good option, but an option.
Yeah, true. And that's something you can look into. So, yeah, definitely.
It's a great game, though, NR 2000. Actually, Iracing source code is from it.
Yes, it is. You're 100% right on that one. So, definitely, again, we're here tonight. Daytona International Speedway, ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Want to welcome all the viewers out there. Please, definitely love for y'all looking got a lot of them chatting up a cool breeze out there. Tell us if you're looking at your favorite driver or whatnot. A lot of them out there talking about the NR, you know, NASCAR games and the sim alike. And here we're on iRacing, so to speak, here tonight that this is putting this show on. I want to give a shout out to Rick Donovan here also, who puts on a tremendous show here. He's got his admins with him, Don Kidder and Ryan Keese out there with him tonight, helping him, you know, officiate this thing. And that's a big job, Matt, trying to get everything worked out right and going in this series here.
Yeah, I can only imagine how hard it is to officiate a series. It's so big as this. You know, I ran a very small league for about one season, and it was a nightmare. So to manage all of what Rick, Don, and Ryan have to manage, that's got to be a lot of work right there.
It is. We're looking out the windshield right now of Trevor Rapolo, and another thing I want to point out to some of the viewers is you see a lot of that rubber build up on the actual windows now. I noticed that when I was running the truck this week. It's it builds up pretty quick, so you need to tear off. And I know Matt over here was telling me that he don't like to tear offs because the bad luck to him.
Yeah, the tear off's the bad luck. I went the entire truck race without getting a windshield tear off, so I don't believe in tear offs.
I don't know how you could see out that window because we're just watching Trevor Rapolo's there, and man, his was almost covered up just in the little time we've had because we're on lap 19 of 110 laps. Daytona International Speedway, and we're here, and it has been a thriller so far as these guys haven't stayed single file for most of it, Matt. They have stayed 2x2 and single file at that.
Yeah, I saw that clip of Rapolo's inside. It's not that bad. That's very drivable. Ryan Daniels wants to take a look at the 29 of Matt Walzenbach.
There we go. 29 machine back there running Matthew Walzenbach. And he's back there running along with, let's see, Landon Lacey, Delonta Bullard, Bobby Chaney. Ballard, my bad. Sean Dorr.
The guy who found the Titanic.
Ah, okay. All right. Good deal. And Sean Dorr back there with them. And good old Nick Hunt. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. And Aiden Young running back there. So I guess that might be their plan to all three of them or four of them to just run and ride and out until maybe towards the end of this one and see what happens. But old Nick Hunt back here running gotta say a little running kind of, I don't know, not a joke or something, but it's kind of a running type of comedy thing that we do. He has his one hair flying out the wind of the side of the car. And I told him I definitely have to get that for him one day, as I think we've got green flag pit stops happening here also. So let's see.
You got about a group of 4 cars down pit lane, would include the 28, the number 12, the 27, and the 26 coming out of pit lane. That Darren Schmirker in the 26 car. Schmirker.
Good, you're right. And man, I tell you what, we just had a slew of cars just come down pit lane here. Wow. Let's see if we can't get a pit road entrance here for y'all guys.
Oh, wow. Jake Nichols blowing up.
Jake Nichols is blowing up.
Yeah, that 73 car looks like it just went through a can opener.
Oh, wow. Well,
can we get a cam on him?
We can. I'll tell you what, real quick, though. Right before we did that, we just saw Justin Wilson slide through his pit box, and he didn't take tires at all, Matt. So but let's get a camera on Jake Nichols, because that could be something, start the season off there. But, hey, we do have to mention they do have a fast fix here. So if he gets back to pit lane, he can get that thing fixed and gone. But see if we can't find old Jake Nichols here and trying to look for him on my chart.
He's in 10th right now. That thing is all kinds of tore up.
Yeah, it is. Hang on.
I don't know what happened there, though.
Hang on just a second. We'll get back on him. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, it looks like he'll make it to pit lane.
All right. So definitely some action from our, like I say, I call him the man, Superman there a little bit. We're going to try to find out what happened to him. No caution or anything here, so we have been green flagged for 23 laps so far. And
a little bit of negative action, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little bit of negative, but he's got his.
Ooh,
he got on pit.
He almost crashed out of his pit box. He got real loose.
Yep.
He's having something. I'm gonna dub it the Rominger effect. Basically, if you don't mind me elaborating on that real quick.
Sure.
Mike Rominger was the defending champion last season, and he had a very rough beginning to his season, and only wound up winning one race at Kentucky. Jake Nichols is the defending champion, and is having a very difficult start to his season with a crash early on, only 23 laps in.
Yes.
So, that's the Rominger effect.
Well,
the defending champion is going to have a bad start to his season.
Yeah, and you're right there. Definitely could be, but again, he's very smart. I've seen him be in the back. He'll be very patient. He'll try to take that Snow Cone Productions number 73 forward to the front. I call it the Purple Dinosaur, Matt. That's kind of the nickname I've gave it, along with Jake Superman Nichols, racing for Jake Nichols Racing, but he also has his sponsor of Slip Angle Motorsports with him, as everybody knows here. But right now, running back in the 24th position, but he's hooked up with a group of cars, the old school guys back there, it looks like, along with Sean Dorr, Nick Hunt, Aiden Young, and him. So those 4 cars, if they say single file hooked up like they are, they could pretty much bring it back to the front.
Oh yeah, Jake Nichols, like you said, very smart driver. No doubt he's gonna be back in the front. I'm just saying it's kind of funny. Well, not funny, but kind of interesting how 2 seasons in a row the defending champion has had some kind of problem early on.
Yep, absolutely. I tell you what, we're back up front here. Tyler Descharme is leading this one with David Shutt, Justin Gable, Jeff Ward, and Bryant Ward right there. And I'm wondering, are they related somehow? Just noticed that.
I don't know, but I think they might be teammates.
It could be.
They're working like they are.
Right now, the top 3 are working like they are. I tell you what, get the Taylor Swift machine there, the number 13 of Justin Gable right there running in 3rd spot as the 4th place machines are closing in. So we're going to have a 6-car battle here in the front soon.
Yeah, as you see, they'll get formed up. Actually, that's going to be a 7-car battle because you got John Houston. Oh, wait, no, that is a 6-car battle. I was looking at that wrong. But, yeah, you got John Houston hooked up on there, too.
Yep, well, it looks like they're going to freight train Justin Gable right there as he got hung out to dry just a little bit as we're watching here out the back end of David Shutt. He started 20th, currently 2nd, so he is giving it everything he's got. And this is a heck of a race now so far, nose to tail, and it's a lot of excitement. Appreciate all the viewers out there tonight. FusionMotorsportsTV.com. I'm Joe White up here in the booth with Matt Egan here. FMTV2 bringing the show here at Daytona International Speedway. ExtremeMotorsports99.com league. This is the start of the season, folks, here. It's been a heck of a speed week so far. Matt, I don't know what else to say besides this has been some good racing right now.
It has. It's been very interesting racing, too. We've got new guys who are leading who may not have expected to lead. We've got guys that we expected to be all the way up front running in 31st and, towards the back of the field. Dwayne Culberson, though, has moved up to 12th right now, which is very good. Ryan Daniels picking the number 13 machine to go to victory lane tonight. That is Justin Gable. Says he may be a little bit biased because 13 is his number, but you know what? Nonetheless, that's a good pick. He's running in the top 5.
Yes, sir, it is, and you got to give it to him. Hey, Michael Lawler, welcome to the chat there. He said this is where the party's at. I'm going to tell you what, on the track, they got a daggum car party going on. Looks like a carpool at 199 mile an hour Daytona International Speedway style here in the Cup car, and that's one way of putting it, as we're still watching Jeff Ward, Bryant Ward right there in the 89 machine and the number 44 machine. Jeff Ward sitting in the Chevrolet, Bryant Ward sitting in the Toyota, and he's probably, right now, the looks of it, is I was going to say that he was the highest Toyota, but I was wrong. David Shutt sitting in 2nd is.
Yeah, that 41 machine looking very good. I kind of made the joke earlier. I didn't know if you caught it when we were going through the starting grid. I said David Shutt wants to shut out the field tonight in victory.
Well,
it's a bad pun, but hey, it's my bad.
Let me go ahead and tell you this. David Shutt is the man who won last week at Las Vegas. He's the one who did shut down, if I'm not mistaken, the 41 machine. Ryan, you're the man out there in the chat. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the car that actually won last week at Las Vegas Speedway here in the last preseason race to this one. So if so, he's the man who actually did shut Jake Nichols down.
To answer Becky Sifford's question, the 13 car is Justin Gable.
Yes, that's right. You're Justin Gable. I knew probably Ryan would chime in there because he loves that. Justin Gable is actually Ryan Daniels' old number. He has the number 13. He runs the Tyler Swift machine right there. And the nice little, pink number Ford machine. But again, we go back to the top guys there. Tyler Descharme, who ran very well in the last preseason race. David Shutt, the man who actually held off the Superman himself, Nichols, to win that race. So those two are up front showing the muscle. And those are two of the young guns, so to speak, that I was mentioning earlier. And they might be the ones here that could spoil Jake Nichols' reunion party, so to speak, here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com.
I gotta say, to hold off Jake Nichols at the track where he's in his prime, a intermediate style racetrack, that's very, very impressive.
Oh yes, it was. If anybody gets a chance, go back and look at that on FMTV2. That was a heck of a battle between him and them. The last 20 laps there of that race, and I kind of knew that looked familiar, and it's surprising also, he runs a Toyota, Matt, and you know from personal experience, the Fords dominated last year in the Cup Series, but he brought that Toyota and made it look very strong again tonight, along with Bryant Ward also.
Yeah, that Toyota looking very strong, like you said. I mean, he's running in second, and that's a very hard thing to do at Daytona. Yeah, it looks easy because they're kind of in a whole single file line. But, I speak from experience, and I'm sure Joe can attest to this. It's a whole lot harder than it looks to keep that car steady and keep the temperatures down and stuff.
Well, we just got a shout out. Hello, folks, from Extreme Motorsports, and that's got to be Rick Donathan himself right there, shouting out to all the folks in the chat. We want to welcome everyone here. So far, this race has been awesome. Lap 33 of 110, and it's looking like a thriller. We got two of the young new guns up front of Tyler Descharme and David Shutt running awesome. Jeff Ward right up there and Bryant Ward. So some new guys running. And then John Houston right there in 5th place. Hey, Matt, I don't know what to say, man. This is just fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Now, I'm looking at that 41. He's right up on the back end of that 25 of Tyler Descharme. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Tyler Descharme, yes, sir.
Yeah, those temps in that 41 machine must be starting to creep up there, so he's got to keep a keen eye on that, or he's going to risk running that engine to the ground.
Yes, you're right, and I noticed right here we're actually running from the nose camera of Bryant Ward, the number 44 machine. He started 10th, currently 4th. He is a little bit off of the machine in front of him, so he's probably cooling it down just a little bit and whatnot, but yeah, I appreciate all the viewers out there, and we're just watching this off his awesome little nose cam. Matt, since Rick is out watching right now, and kind of let's do something special for everyone. Here, let me get to the leader here, Tyler Descharme, and we're going to go to what I'm going to call the FMTV2 Speed Cam. And here at Daytona International Speedway, and we're going to listen to these cars come to life and roar around this 2.5 mile track. So get yourself ready, folks out there, viewers, as we're going to take it to the Speed Cam right here. And I'm gonna tell you what, this is awesome. As this, I call that the speed cam, man. That is awesome right there. I hope y'all enjoyed that. All the fans out there, man, got my blood pumping a little bit going here. Daytona International Speedway. We call that the FMTV2 Speed Cam from Fusion Motorsports TV.com here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. I'm Joe White up here in the booth with Matt Egan up here with me, and hey, this is just what you call awesome. And right now we well, got Matt back with me. He's having a few little technical difficulties on there. I appreciate it there, Ryan. That's what we call our speed cam angle there. Oh, and we got a wreck. First one of the night. Oh, man. Let me see if we can get that, because I know that was a 58 machine involved. That was actually our pole setter. My bad. Pole setter right there. Justin M. Wilson smacking the wall. Let's see if we can't get an angle of what happened here on his end. He's just running down the back stretch here. Matt, we just got our first caution coming in, and it looks like, oh, him and Justin Gable got together, tore up the cars just a little bit. Wow. Oh, man, we'll get a...
Yeah, I actually had to close out Iracing real quick to get the sound to load back in, so I can't
Oh,
see
that's
it right
fine.
now. Sorry about that. Rolled back in the chair and the headset pulled right out. That's not a good thing when that happens.
Yeah, you have to really look at it. But we're going to watch right here in a kind of a slow-mo fashion here as Justin M. Wilson's riding. He comes up just a little bit, and he's barely going to get, yep, he comes up the track just an inch, and Justin Gable's there, and wham, right into the wall with him. Oh, man. Luckily, those cars did not come down the track and wipe out the field, but just an unfortunate set of circumstances for those two guys. Puts us under our first caution for the night, though, Matt, as we were doing pretty good there. Lap 39 of 110.
Yeah, very long green flag run there, but yeah, so that's a very interesting happen. Very lucky that they didn't come up into the field, but disappointed to see such good drivers get taken out in this race, and obviously a racing incident, nothing intentional.
Yeah,
I like that slow-mo, though.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, there's nothing there, man, intentional. But since we are in the caution, we're actually going to see if we can't get a word with a few of the drivers here and whatnot, and see if we can't get a, what's going on. And the first one we want to try to get a word with here in Wise, if we can get him pulled up here. Let's get Aiden Young pulled up here.
Alrighty, Aiden Young coming at you.
Aiden Young's Joe White up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, how you doing, my friend out there tonight? You're running. Let's see, currently right now, you was running back there in the back. Seemed like you was with your teammates. Y'all were all in the line running. Is that y'all strategy for tonight?
Yeah, that's our strategy, and run in the back and hopefully not get in any of these wrecks,
Well, looks like right there was the first wreck of the night, which wasn't, y'all missed it by being way back where you were. But all in all, I mean, how's the car feel for you? How's the track feel?
The car feels really good. Honestly, the track feels excellent. I love the nighttime and makes some good racing.
Good deal. Well, Aiden, man, we appreciate we got to talk to you here, and we appreciate what you're doing out there. Keep up the good work. Do you think you got enough to get this thing to the front?
Maybe. We'll see what happens towards the end.
All right. Well, good luck, my friend, and you have a good rest of the race.
You too.
All right, Matt.
I was going to say, if you didn't mind, can we get Justin M. Wilson, get his perspective on the
Sure.
crash?
Let's bring him right on up in here, Matt.
Plus, he looks so lonely sitting in that Xfinity lobby all alone.
And I'll let you, Justin M. Wilson, it's Joe White up here in the booth. Matt Egan wanted to get a few words in with you.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I was talking to Mike Spotter.
Oh, sorry about that. This is Joe White up here in the booth. Matt Egan wanted to get a few words with you on the incident and whatnot, or how you doing out there in the track.
Yeah, it's not really going as well as we wanted. I struggled on that first pit stop, just slid clean through it and couldn't get back in, and made me go back around and come back in. And I got a little bit loose for some reason right there in the corner, and I slid up just a hair, and the 13 was there, and it just caused chaos from there. And I was just trying to ride up there in hopes to have a caution to get my lap back. I wasn't expecting to be the caution.
Oh, man, well, you think you got enough to get that thing back to the front?
Well, we're 2 laps down now. I mean, my best bet right now is just to ride back here in the back and just hope that things start to go in our favor.
Good deal. Well, my hat's off to you there, Justin, for putting this thing on the pole. We didn't get to talk to you, mention that, but congratulations on that for the first race of the season here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, and we'll be rooting for you back here.
All right, thanks, guys.
Not a problem.
Yeah, before we put you on down, I wanted to say, man, I've been keeping an eye on you in Winstell. You've been doing very good there, so I was excited to see you make your debut tonight. The pole was impressive, and I do hope you can get back towards the front of the field.
Oh yeah, Daytona, I knew it was going to be a wild card for me, but my biggest things I'm looking forward to are these next tracks that are coming up, because this, Daytona is Daytona. Everything and anything can happen, but the real season starts the next race.
Nice, good deal. Well, we wish you luck there, Justin, and you got a lot of racing left on lap 42 of 110.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
You want to be put back down in the Xfinity lobby, correct?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Matt. Well, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back. So there's another caution. We're going to get a few other drivers here to interview, and that's some of the things we like doing here. And I'm going to tell you one of the shots I'm going to do here for us on the FMTV2. When we going back, we're going to get the shot of them coming down that start-finish line as these cars right now. I think they're coming out of turn number. They're on turn 2 right now. Yep, on the back stretch. You're right. And Ryan Daniels said he is all snowed under where he's at, and we got no snow, Ryan, man, down here. So I don't know.
Yeah, New Jersey where I'm at had a little bit of a dusting, but nothing much. Ironically, the people 20 minutes away from me didn't get a single flurry.
Well, y'all need to send some snow down here in NC, because, man, I'm tell you what, we ain't had nothing in a while.
Hey, you guys can have it. I hate it.
We don't get a lot of it,
I got
man.
to work Friday night in it, so,
Oh, that sucks. But I tell you what.
The Pine Creek Ground. So, you guys can take all the snow from New Jersey. Just keep it. Don't send it back.
All right, well, here we go. As we're going to watch these cars come off of turn number 4 here. Guys, we see that pace car coming around turn 4 right now. He's going to make a sharp left-hand turn to yank it down pit road here and send these machines, man, roaring off into turn number 1 through the trial over. Here we go. Back under green flag, lap 42 of 110. ExtremeMotorsports99.com as we hear the cars roaring to life, heading off into turn 1 as they are 2x2, nose to tail. Matt, what do you think?
I think it's crazy. They were doing this earlier, but that was very early on in the race. That 25, the nose of that car looks very beat up. I don't know if you're seeing that, but I see the 25 nose beat in, so that might be a bit of concern there.
Yeah, just a little bit. I tell you what, John Houston, though, is trying to take that 88 machine of power to the front and bring along with him Alan Westman. We hadn't talked about him any, but he's up there. And Mason Wetzel right there in the 28 with him also. Tyler Deshawn right there. David Shutt, the top 5. I tell you what's most impressively is the mix-up of the manufacturers we got here tonight. We got Chevrolets up there, Fords up there, Toyotas up there, all makes, and these guys are 200 miles an hour, nose to tail. And y'all are talking about weather where you are, but I bet you anything, it snowed here on this track. It melted as soon as it got halfway to the ground.
Yeah, the track is probably very hot right now. Now, interestingly enough, in the top 5, we have all 3 manufacturers currently represented.
Yes, we do, and that's what I'm saying right now. And they are side by side, 2x2, nose to tail, in a freight train coming into the turn here as we are watching John Houston, Alan Westman, Mason Wetzel, Tyler Deshawn, David Shutt, the top 5 guys right there, and more are all just man, it's just hanging on. I know as a driver there behind the wheel, just holding on, going, wow, this is nerve-wracking to us. We're actually looking at it going, man, we're up here just holding on to the edge of the TV going,
Yeah, exactly.
holy cow, this is exciting.
I got to give credit where credit is due to Tyler Deschamps. That front end is beat in, and he's keeping that car just in traffic. And it looks like it's running fine, though I imagine the temperatures might be a bit of a nightmare the way it's beat in there. So I got to really give him credit for keeping everything under control with that 25 machine on the high line and still remaining competitive, too.
Well, as long as he can actually get that car, and as we go to the nose of John Houston right now, who Mason right now is up on the back end of it. And as I was saying, as long as he can keep that car up on the back end of him, that nose might not be a problem. But I tell you what, he definitely has that nose all up the back end of John Mason right now, looking out the gearbox.
Well, I'm saying in terms of cooling on the car, not
Yes.
so much of aero.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I've been hitting the nose like that at super speedways, and depending on how the damage is, you're going to block something or damage something in the engine that iRacing simulates, and your car temps are going to, just skyrocket through the roof. It happens at intermediate tracks. It happened to me in Michigan, so I can imagine what it's like at Daytona or Talladega if a driver has that kind of damage. And when I mean skyrocket, I mean within 5 laps you're pushing into the red, so he's got to really pay attention to those temperatures to make sure he doesn't have that kind of damage.
Now, right now, these cars are single file, and that's another thing. He's backing off a little bit to try to get some air. You see Bryant Ward sticking his nose out. That's what they do. They weave out the air a little bit to get that nose cooled off some. But this is also high appreciated, Michael, and we appreciate all the compliments out there. Definitely want all the viewers to know, hey, welcome. FusionMotorsportsTV.com here tonight. FMTV2 bringing this thing to you live. Daytona International Speedway for the first race tonight here for the ExtremeMotorsports99.com. I'm Joe White up here in the booth, joined with Matt Egan of FMTV also tonight. Unfortunately, Ryan W. Daniels, who is out in the chat right there, definitely is giving all the viewers out there, chatting it up with them and talking with them and whatnot as we're watching these cars roar down this back stretch, nose to tail. Matt, this is just a sight to see. 800 some horsepower put to the ground, pounding like they are.
Yeah, it really is a sight to see. And for all of those that like my voice, unfortunately, I won't be in the Cup Series next weekend. Hopefully, Ryan is able to come back, and I'm sure he'll be excited to do that. But you can catch my amazing voice over on the main FMTV channel. If you search in just FMTV, it's the first link you'll see. I'm going to be broadcasting the Xfinity and then the Windstail and a league on Saturday night. So, you can hear me still, but this is just the pinnacle of this league is the Cup Series.
Well, I appreciate that there, Becky.
Sorry for the self-promotion there.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I've always been known to tell myself that I'm a little more modest than what Matt is. I do my best, and I just have fun doing this here. I really, really do. And want to, Christina Edmondson, appreciate you there on the chat. Robert Shipman, I appreciate you there on the chat. Just want to give a shout out to all the viewers like that. Definitely, let us know how everything looks, sounds, and whatnot. I mean, we're trying to get all these drivers. There's so much that is going on, and yeah, I'm laughing too with Ryan there. Man, he's a trip.
Yeah, you got my joke of the amazing voice thing. That was more of a joke rather than stroking my own ego.
I'm going to tell you what, as we were talking there, I was watching Jonathan Shipman. He almost clipped that apron and got that car sideways. And that's another thing we haven't really talked much about is the apron of this track. You clip that apron in these turns, you can upset that car very bad. Now, you were talking about Tyler Deschamps and the number 25 machine. He does have a lot of damage in the front of that car. Just noticed it myself because we went back and viewed on him. He's able to stay with the draft as long as he can stay tucked up with someone, but he is back there running in 7th. If they stay single file like they are, it might benefit him more than a 2x2 situation.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not so much worried about the aero because, like you're saying, if he stays tucked in fine, he'll be pretty good. My concern is the temperatures. I know I'm beating a dead horse with another dead horse saying that, but really that's just the one thing that really has me concerned with the damage on that 25 car is those temperatures getting too hot and him blowing off the engine, which is a real concern. Because if you look at the grill of the Ford, it looks like you got a huge opening there, when in reality that big black opening is really just a sticker. The actual opening, if you look back into the 97, is that little black slit down at the bottom. That's the actual grill opening, and a lot of that is covered with tape too. So cooling is a very big issue on these race cars.
Yep, and you're 100% right. The Ford Diffusion does look like it's a big opening, but it's not. It's a little one. Anybody knows, and Rick Donovan out there, ExtremeMotorsports99.com, talking it up with all the viewers out there. Again, we want to appreciate them for watching. And he said, welcome to the show. Definitely everyone, welcome to the show. And it has been a heck of a show. Lap 53 of 110. We've only had one caution out here for the whole entire time, and that was our race leader was involved along with Justin Gable there involved. But right now they're getting a lot dicey up front here as Jonathan Shipman got washed on the outside. But, man, there was a little bottleneck up there as these guys are nose to tail.
Yeah, very good for them to not get in a crash there. As you see, 25 move up to the outside line with Shipman, as you say, Tyler Sifford, Dwayne Culberson, and then Trevor Rapolo also on that outside groove.
Well, I'll tell you what, are we ready for some questions? I tell you, anybody that has any questions, we'll definitely try to get some answers. And you say Tyler Sifford, there we go. We ain't mentioned him much tonight, but the man is coming on the outside like a freight train. You love trains, Matt, and you got a train coming on that outside with him pulling with it. He's got Jeff Ward, Tyler Sifford, Dwayne Cumberson, which is a teammate of his, and Devin Schmirkar right there with him also.
Yeah, got Devin Schmirker up in the front of the field. I think he started a decent ways back, but he's worked his way up in that number 26 Budweiser machine. That's an old Dale Jr. paint scheme, ain't it?
It's the white one, I believe.
It's the Elvis one.
I believe it is. I believe you might be right. We might have to get one of.
He ran that like in 07 or something.
I tell you what. Here we go. Without us doing the research on it, let's see if one of the viewers out there can look that up. Did Dale Jr. drive an old Elvis paint job in the Cup Series at any time in his career? So we'll see who one of the viewers that comes up with the answer out there on that. We know we can look it up, but we'll see if one of them actually come up with that answer for us. So, but back to the action here, Matt. Look at this. They are almost to get 2x2 again, and we were talking about that 25 machine having damage. But that is not slowing him down at the least bit as he is pushing Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman to the front. And he's got Tyler Sifford in the number 7 machine behind him. I call it, he's driving that nerds machine right there.
Yeah, he's moving. Yeah, wow, that 25. Like you said, if he stays in the draft, he's doing fine. He's got no problems. Yeah, that's really impressive. I love this 2x2 racing. And it's just really great racing right now. Now, a little incentive for the viewers. First one to accurately answer that question we have about Dale Jr.'s Elvis car, when and if he ran it, will get a shout-out. I know we're doing that anyway, but, little incentive.
Yep, little incentive. And, like I said, some of the things, we'll go ahead and say why these guys up here are battling side by side. And actually, Ryan Daniels, I had a feeling he was going to be the one that said it. The number 26 is a Budweiser throwback with Elvis from the early 2000s. Wow.
Yeah, that would be correct. He ran it at Richmond in 2007 with the COT.
And I tell you what, I kind of had a feeling, man, old Ryan would look up. He's kind of race analysis style person. Man, you're seeing that 28 machine up there up front get very dicey with Jonathan Shipman on the outside there as he is trying to side draft there just a little bit. But what I was about to say before that, as we're watching these cars roar down the backstretch into turn 3, 2x2 nose to tail is 2017 is going to bring a lot of new things for us, not only at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, but also for FusionMotorsportsTV.com and for the viewers out there. So please, all viewers, hit that subscribe, hit the like, FMTV2 and FMTV also, both on YouTube. We're doing the Xfinity. So we got some things planned for not only the racers, the leagues, and all the shows that we're going to bring up, but for the viewers out there too. So definitely some exciting things. As man, it is getting dicey up front here, Matt.
Yeah, very exciting racing going on right now. Again, I love this 2x2 racing. Hey, how about that 41 car? That is David Shutt. He's running that outside line, getting ready to take the lead away very soon.
Yes, he is. David Shutt right there on the outside, running very good. Like I say, he's the man last week at Las Vegas, showed a lot of muscle and power in that 41 Toyota machine as he outdueled Jake Superman Nichols, who, you know what, we really ain't mentioned tonight at all. He's definitely had some troubles here tonight and got caught back in the back, like you said early on, had some motor problems and whatnot, trying to work his way up. I got a feeling before the night's over we'll be talking about him, but right now the man I like to call Kryptonite, Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman, running out front in that 23 Marines machine, is looking very good right now.
Yeah, you got two patriotic cars running out there. Shipman and Houston running 1-2. Very
Yes,
nice
we
to
do.
see support for our troops.
Yes, absolutely. All the veterans out there, everyone out there. It's great. I hope all the viewers, like I say, loving the show, because these guys and these cars are putting on a show. And we're just sitting up here, and if I had some popcorn, I'd be smacking on it while I was doing the broadcast, Matt, because I tell you, it's a heck of a show.
Yeah, same here. If it wouldn't come through on my microphone, I'd be chowing down on some popcorn right now.
Absolutely.
Problem with it is, always gets stuck in your teeth. Oh, caution is out.
Caution's out. Can we see what might have happened on that one? Let's see.
67 is definitely involved in it. That's Cameron Herm. He's kind of blown up.
All right, well, let me see if I can't get him up here so we can see the viewers here to actually see what happened. And find him right fast for them. 60 Cameron Hearn.
Yeah, he was running
he's
about
very
31st.
slow. Yep, right there. So we're going to see what happened here from Cameron Hearn. Oh, looks like he just got involved a little bit. Turned around just a little bit there.
Yeah, from what I can see. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
From what I can see, he got clipped by the 44 car, Brian Ward, but that's just a product of drafting at Daytona. I think the engine's giving out on that 67.
Let's see, right here, they're going down the back stretch, and they are nose to tail. The 44's right there with it, and we'll see what happened. So we say, hey, Don, out there, and oh, yeah, the 44 just drove it into the turn just a little bit. Those two cars, bam, hard to the wall. Oh, and Justin Wilson, hopefully he got through that okay, because man, he was right there in the midst of it, in an unfortunate set of circumstances. But, hey, caution number 2 here. Let's see if we can, we're going to get a word with some drivers here. And right now, let's see if we can't get a word with our race leader, Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. Let's see if we can't get him up here and talk with him.
One Jonathan Shipman coming right up, if I can find him in TeamSpeak.
That's all
He's
right.
in here somewhere.
As the cars are coming down pit road right now, want to give a shout out there.
What team does he race with?
He races way down at the bottom down there with Mike Rominger and whatnot.
Thank you. Here you are.
All right, Jonathan Shipman, this is Joe White up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it?
Jonathan, how you doing? I'm going to still call you Jonathan Kryptonite Shipman. Man, you powered that machine, the 23 machine, to the front. How does it feel so far?
The racing feels great. The car feels awesome. There's only a select few of us that know how to do that high line, and they were behind me when they're the ones that pushed me up front. So I got to thank Shutt and Tyler Descharm. Good
deal. Well, you just mentioned two of the guys who've been running up front, and Tyler Descharm is one of the newer guys here, and David Shutt up there with you and whatnot. But you are looking very strong at 23 machine. Jonathan, I call you the Kryptonite Shipman for a reason, and we haven't seen the Superman up there with you tonight. Seems like he's having an issue, so maybe you got your Kryptonite necklace around your neck in that car?
I think so. think this Kryptonaut's glowing pretty green right now.
All right, good deal. Well, the last thing here, do you think you got the car that you might be able to put in victory lane?
It's definitely going to be a fight to the end, because we're going to have to pit again. So, some strategies going to have to pull off and some luck into it, and I'm going to try to do it.
All right, well, good deal. Good luck, Jonathan, and keep that thing in between the lines.
Thanks, sir.
All righty. Well, Matt, we're I think the lights are still on the pace car. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we from here at FusionMotorsportsTV.com want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from us all here. We're going to go and take a quick break with an ad here from one of the sponsors that we have at Extreme Motorsports, and we will return here. But you won't miss any of the action if this thing goes green, and we'll be right back.
Welcome home, buddy.
You and me, we were made for love. A lifetime is not long enough to show you what you mean to me. Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home to me.
I'll see you later, buddy. Hey, I'm sorry. I decided I shouldn't drive home last night. I stayed at Dave.
Ooh, when you come home
I'm back. I'm back.
to me.
Yeah, I'm back.
Dig that commercial.
All right, we're back here, and still under caution here at Daytona International Speedway as the pace car lights are about to go off. I'm going to tell you, let's see right quick, since they're going to have one to go, let's see if we can't get a talk with John Houston, who has been up front most of the night.
One John Houston coming right at you.
John Houston's Joe White up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
John, I tell you what, man, you got that 88 machine on some rails. You've been up front all night long battling and out with those guys. How's the car feeling? Do you think you got enough to put it in victory lane?
Oh yeah, definitely got enough. But it's tough to be up here and stay up here and hold off that outside. But I have I feel that we can do it. You know, get the right person behind me.
Good deal. Well, you know, I know that the lights are off on the pace car. You're about ready to get set going here, but good luck to you and that number 88 old school Chevrolet machine that you got there, trying to power on the outside and bring it to the front and bring it home in victory lane. Good luck there, John.
Thank you, Joe.
All righty, Matt, I tell you what, so we're going to about get set to go back green here. You know, he's been up front there with Jonathan Shipman and the boys all night long, so he definitely is one that we need to keep an eye out on as we're about ready to get set here to go back green flags. These cars are heading in turn 3.
Yeah, definitely a man to keep an eye on. He wanted Chicagoland last season, wasn't in the chase. So maybe he wants to win this season at Daytona, so he's in the chase when he does win at Chicago again.
Absolutely. You are 100% right, and that would definitely punch his ticket to be in that chase. As we're getting set to come out of turn number 4 here as we see the cars coming out of turn 4 into the tri-oval. That pace car is going to take a hard left down pit road, and we're going to hear these things. Awesome machines just pound the pavement here as they're going to head off into turn number 1. Green flag in the air, 47 laps to go. ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Man, right there as we see these cars heading off into turn 1. John Houston drops in line behind Jonathan Shipman. That might be the game plan. Work with him and get it to the front as that 28 machine of Mason Wetzel right there on his back bumper, but do not count out that 41 machine of David Shutt.
Yeah, David, you know, he's got a very fast number 41 Toyota. But look at that outside line forming up. Nate Trito, Tyler Sifford, and I think that's the 15 car. No, that's the 26 car. Darren Smirker and the Dale Jr. Elvis car from 2007.
Yep.
Beautiful race car that is.
Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you what, Devin Schmirker right there trying to hold that thing on the outside in the 26 machine that you were talking about, and he actually has Tyler Sifford and that number 7. I call it the Nerds machine, boy. I tell you what, since, hey, everybody's getting excited, real excited. You're right there, Rick. It's about to with 45 laps to go. Let's do it again here for all the fans out there. Let's take it to the FMTV Speed Cam here and listen to these machines just come to life on this 2.5 mile super speedway. And I tell you what, James, you're right, man. Such an amazing sound and sights there. That's 800 some horsepower each car roaring through this field of 36 machines here. Ground pounding Daytona International Speedway, Extreme Motorsports 99.com. Man, can you feel it? I'm getting excited. 43 laps to go. Matt, this is going to get intense. I tell you, I'm excited, pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah, the race is starting to wind down, so it's going to get real heated real quickly. Though 40 laps still a very long time and a very big racetrack.
It is you're right, 40 some laps is, but hey, when you're running nose to tail like that, this is awesome.
Yeah, that it is. It is very awesome. I do agree, and I love these super speedway races just for the way it drives purely.
And I tell you what, that number 41 machine doesn't know which way to go, high, low, to the bottom, man, backwards, sideways. He's trying to see because the outside lane is coming and Mason's going to leave him out to dry, but the 41's going to get a draft up on the 88. So it's going to be a battle inside, outside. Who's going to take it?
Caution.
Caution. Oh, man. What are we looking like here?
Well, we're going to try to take a look and tell you who that was for. Looks like the number 66 car's around.
All right, let's see if we can't
Number 66, Thomas Van Ness.
Thomas Van Ness. All right, let's see if we can't get a view on what happened on his end.
He's in 33rd currently.
All right. Was just him was involved in that wreck?
No, Trevor Rapolo was also in it.
Trevor Rapolo, yeah, because for some reason it's not wanting to go back to, there we go. Let's see what we look like here. Trevor Rapolo involved in this mix-up right here just a little bit. We're going to give you the viewers here what happened, and from the looks of it, it's probably going to be the fact that he might have just, oh no, that's Mike. Wow. What's up with the...
You having problems with the...
Nah, it's just wanting to jump to a different car on me here than what Trevor Rapolo is running. So here we go. Now let's see what we got going on here. Trevor Rapolo's running on the outside high lane right there. Looks like he was stuck out just a little bit. We'll see if it was just a case of he might have just got caught up in this, and we'll see what happens to him.
Other than that, cars making their way down pit lane currently.
Nice, nice. We're still watching here just to give the viewers a look and see what happened here with this. The reason we've got caution number 3 out here tonight, Matt, and not that many, not too bad for a super speedway.
Nah, it's actually been pretty good as far as cautions go. I remember last season, Daytona, we had somewhere around like about 6 cautions, so we're doing pretty good as far as cautions go.
Yes, we are. Right now, we're watching. Still just watching. Don't have really a good confirmation on what happened. Might have went back a little bit too far, but that's okay. We're getting some good action back here. Yep. Well, we're just gonna have to go back. We're just gonna have to go back to the pit here. That one is some reason it keeps wanting to go to the scene on us on that. So either way, we know Trevor Rapolo unfortunately was involved with that one. The number 60 some machine was involved with it, and
yeah, I saw the crash. Would you like
okay,
to
sure,
see,
yeah. Just give us an insight on what you saw.
Well, from what it looked like a racing incident where the 66 kind of came up on Rapolo, and Rapolo was kind of trying to move down because it was at the very quarter. So I think they both thought they were clear, and the 66 got turned right up into the outside wall and wound up collecting Trevor Rapolo in the mess as well. But it obviously didn't look intentional from either one. It looked more like a racing incident, just bad luck between the two parties.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, I'm showing John Houston up front, Mason Wetzel there, and Aiden Young, Sean Dorr, and Alan Westman, your top 5. As I know, we had a bunch of pit stops, so that probably running orders getting jumbled up a little bit there. But
yeah, it's going to take a minute to sort itself out, maybe.
Yeah, but we definitely got these guys up. And I tell you what, since we got a lot of them up there, let's see if we can't get a word in with the number 28 machine, Mason Wetzel.
All right, let me pull him in.
And definitely a confirmation on if I'm getting that last name right.
Where is he going to be? Okay, he's Lightning Motorsports.
Way down there at the bottom.
Here you go.
Hey, Mason, this is Joe White up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
How you doing, sir? Looks like you're up there right now in second. You've been up front most of the day, putting that number 28 Ford up there. You think you got enough to bring it home?
Oh, yeah. Just been buying my time, working here with John. We got a plan to take it to the finish.
All right, good deal. You definitely got some horses up under there. You came prepared with your crew tonight, and it looks very good. You say you got a plan for with John up there, and but you're going to have eventually have a plan to get around him. Do you got one of those?
I do, but I'm not going to disclose it right now.
Hey, I hear you. Good deal. I had to try at least. Well, man, my hat's off to you. Good luck. You're looking good up there. Everybody out there, the viewers and all, excited. That Haviland man Ford in the number 28 machine. You're looking good.
We will put you back down in there with Lightning Motorsports. Best of luck to you, though, man.
All righty. We got 38 laps left here tonight. Matt, as the lights are off on the pace car, and there you go. John Houston out front right now. Mason right there with it. Aiden Young moved it up in the third. Sean Dorr, so the old school motorsports crowd's trying to pull up and up front here. They've already had one good week here at Speed Weeks at Daytona as Aiden Young pulled a win with the Truck Series this week, so he would love to finish well here in this Cup Series.
Yeah, I think he will. He's running right towards the front of the field, so it is. It's very likely. Let's put it that way.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I tell you what, as they're going down the back stretch right now, we're gonna watch these cars, man, roar to life, coming through here the tri-oval and going down into turn number 1 as we've been doing all night long, and it has been an exciting one, and the viewers are getting excited. I'm excited. The drivers are excited. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty, so to speak, as we're seeing going to have 37 laps to go this time by, and nothing short of we don't know who's going to win, Matt.
Yeah, that's true, but the winner can come from anywhere. It's Daytona. We saw that last time in the Xfinity Series. The winner had started all the way back in 11th, but with a crazy set of accidents happening simultaneously on the last lap, he wound up getting to the front of the field. So it is, winner could come from anywhere as we take the green flag.
Green flag flies, 37 laps here as you hear these cars come to life as they're heading off into turn number 1 right there as they come across the start-finish line. John Houston moves down in the front of Mason as they, like they said earlier, they're going to try to work together, try to stay up front, and that was surprising because John Houston has teammates there on the outside, and he chose to drop down the inside, so maybe he might think that the Mason might be just a tad bit faster, or the inside might be a little bit better.
Yeah, the inside, as you were saying earlier, tends to be the dominant line at Daytona, so I think Houston's doing what he thinks is best to protect his own interest in keeping the race lead, and I think that's why he went down low.
Well, I'll tell you what, as we said that, man, Sean Dorr is trying to prove us wrong by taking that number 62 machine to the outside along with Nick Hunt and that number 41 machine right there with him. They're trying to take that outside power to the outside, and he might get it done and move out front and lead a lap. And he might surprise us here and pull that outside lane to the front.
Yeah, I think he will. He's got a lot of help from his, I believe his teammate, 00, Nick Hunt.
Yep.
Excuse me there.
Well, don't die on me, man.
I'm going to try not to. Anyway, he's got help from his teammate and the rest of the outside line. They're moving. So I think he will take the race lead soon.
I'll tell you what, 2x2 right now as they are storming down here to come out down the back stretch to head in turn number 3. Again, want to thank all the viewers out there. We're here at FusionMotorsportsTV.com. I'm Joe White up here in the booth with Matt Egan. You're seeing this thing live tonight, FMTV2 here on YouTube, live in HD. We hope you enjoyed the show and enjoyed all the action here tonight as these cars 2x2 nose to tail as they're down the backstretch heading off. We're going to have 34 laps next time by to go here at Daytona, Matt, and it has been a thriller.
Yeah, it really has. Viewer requests to take a look at the number 24 car if we can get an opportunity to do so.
Sure we will. Give me 1 second. We definitely will look at that number 24 as we're watching this awesome battle up here as these cars are 2x2, and now's the time that you probably will see them stay 2x2 because we're getting down here to the closing laps. And let's see if we can't get a view. Number 24 car, you said?
Yes, the number 24 car. That request coming from Ryan Daniels.
Landon Lacey and the number 24 Tropicana machine right there. Very good looking machine right now. He started 25th, currently 23rd as he is on the outside just driving. He's still got a lot of time to bring that thing to the front though.
Yeah, that he does, but you know, right now it doesn't look like it's going to happen. He's stuck on that outside line with absolutely no... Oh, big crash. It's the big one. Oh,
yes,
my.
It is.
Oh, my Lord.
Ooh, a lot of cars involved, and I got that one live.
That's got to be at least half the field in that.
Yeah, and I'm getting this one live this time, so all the viewers out there see it. And
oh my God, I think that's the entire field.
I have to say
that is the entire field.
I will have to say this. Excuse me. I will have to say this, that when I showed that looked like all those cars looked like a bunch of ants scattering everywhere. It was just funny looking at them.
You know, Joe, that was the entire field.
Wow, well, let's see if we can't get a shot of who started that one, or if we can't get confirmation from Rick here in the booth, or from the viewer angle there of who might have brought that out.
Actually, let me correct myself. 4 cars got through that without an incident. That being the 28, the 41, the 62, and the 88. That was the top 4. But other than that, that's the entire field caught up in that one incident. If you're looking at it, looks like the 09 got into the back of the 00 bump drafting. But that's just a... That's
09,
a
not
crash.
the 9, right? So that would be our man Aiden Young in the 09. But let's see. You
That
definitely
is
got the view. Well, let's see if we can't go back and get a definitive shot here.
Yeah, that's all I can really say, though, is that's a massive crash. Like I said, it's basically the entire field involved in one big incident. Very few drivers slipped away from that unharmed.
Yep, I agree 100% with you.
Actually, it's going to be easier to count the drivers that weren't involved in that crash than to count the ones that were. You know?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
That was a huge, massive pile up there, and we got the big one, folks, here.
And that's all
Daytona.
I know I'm a broken record saying it, but really, that's all I can say is that is unbelievable to happen. Luckily, most of these drivers had one fast repair left.
Well, I'll tell you what, and that's
Imagine if they didn't, though.
well, that's true, and some of these drivers might not have a fast repair. Some of them do, but we definitely saw that one live as it was happening, and a lot of the cars involved, but some of them look like they do have their fast fixes. And Sugar Free Nos says, neck hurts here at home from one. Need a Hans device?
Yeah, he said he needs a Hans device and Sugar Free Nos. He needs one from home.
Absolutely. I tell you what, number 25 machine looks like they have used, we was talking about earlier, had nose damage. Looks like finally used a fast fix of theirs. And there's the man we haven't really talked much about there all night long. Jake Nichols. He has actually snuck his way up to 8th spot. I don't know what he's falling back, but he is looks like he might have snuck himself up top 10.
Yeah, that's really gonna benefit Jake Nichols right there, that crash.
Yes, it is. I don't know if he actually right now we got a lot of green flag pit stops going on right now and so forth.
Yeah, a lot of pit stops happening.
Excuse me, my bad. A lot of pit stops. I was scrolling through the field, and looks like John Houston still out front with Mason Wenzel right there in second. David Shutt sitting in third, and still showing Aiden Young right there in fourth with Tyler DeCombe.
I think Aiden didn't get a lot of damage in that crash, although being involved in, and then most of the top three got through that without an incident.
Well, I want to welcome NASCAR, man. How you doing there? It's been an exciting one as we're 31 laps here, and let's get a race summary in here. We're going to stay with the iPon Gaming race summary. Right now, leaders John Houston. We've completed 79 of 110 laps, 13 lead changes, and 4 cautions, Matt. So definitely a blueprint for restrictor plate racing.
Yeah, it's that big one, though. Hopefully we don't get another wreck like that, because most of the drivers have now used that fast repair.
Yes, we have, and I tell you, I hear that, NASCAR. Nice. I tell you what, it's been an exciting race so far. As we got the viewers out there, we hope all y'all are definitely. And Christina said her husband said that Jake is going to win. He said he's just driving right now. Okay, well, we will keep an eye on that, Jake Superman Nichols, because we haven't seen him. We might have thought he forgot his cape or something tonight, because he hadn't been flexing much muscle. But we'll definitely see as we were getting right down here. We've got 29 laps to go when we go back green, and it's going to be exciting, Matt.
Yeah, the 17th place or 15th place now goes to Jake Nichols as he fell back, I guess because he got a wave around or something. I don't know. But he's all the way back down in 15th right now. He's got a little work to do, but a lot of race left to do it.
Yes, he does. I mean, we talk about any other track, 29, 30 laps to go. You would think, oh, that's not a lot. Here, that is a lot. So we're getting set here to go back green flag racing as they're coming.
I mean, 2 laps is a lot at this track. We've had talking about last night, it was in the course of 2 laps that one car ran from 11th to victory lane. That was Christopher Parkman. So,
yep.
A lap is a lot at Daytona. A lot can happen in the course of a lap, especially at such a big track. So, long time to go still.
I'll tell you what, before we go green here, there you go. I want to pull this out for you here. FusionMotorsportsTV.com. Right there. Hope you enjoy it as we're about to get set to go green here. And these closing laps, as they're going to come out of turn number 4, and that pace car is going to hit the pit road here. He's going to take a hard left, and we're going to hear these machines come to life It is just going to be an awesome spectacle to see them as they come storming past the start-finish line. And here we go. John Houston shoots out like a cannon.
Green flag is out. See the number 09 didn't get that good of a restart. I think Houston's going to hop down to the inside line. Yes, no, he does not.
Yeah, he might think better of it as that outside is pulling up there some, but nope, he goes down low, like you said, drops down to help Mason, which is kind of, I don't want to say strange, but unusual that he would do that because they are two teammates up top. Have Aiden Young and Sean Dorr, who are doing extremely well here in this race. As, ooh, look at David Shutt back there thinking better of going. He wants to stay low as he's got Tyler Deshawn right there with him. So we've got some heavy-footed people up front here. John, Houston, Mason, Aiden, David, Sean, and Tyler all running top 5.
Well, speaking of teammates, how about Vern Bradley running right inside the top 10, driver of Fusion Motorsports TV, the only one on track tonight. Actually, I think Tim might be on track tonight, so that may be wrong, but nonetheless, big congratulations to Vern for moving into the top 10. Is Tim on track? Because I don't know.
Not tonight, he's not. He runs in our truck series, he runs in the Xfinity series. Tonight, our only Cup driver along, and I'll get confirmation with Devin, with the Devin Schmierner gentleman about running, but you're right. Vern Bradley right there running in 9th spot right now in that number 74 Amoco Chevrolet, pulling it to the front, trying to draft with Dwayne Cumberson and Tyler Sifford right there. So he's definitely in a group that can pull him to the front if he can keep that car in one piece. We got 27 laps, and the next time by going to be 26 laps, so we are nose to tail right now. You guys kind of feeling it out a little bit as the excitement and the energy and everything is starting to build a little bit.
Yeah, we're starting to get to that. Well, we've already reached a boiling point once. The question is, will we reach it again?
True, and as the cars are nose to tail right now, you still got John Houston out front leading this one. And he has led 31 laps. He has started 6th, currently 1st. He's got Mason Wenzel all over his back bumper. David Shutt, the man who won the last preseason race before we started the season, kicking off here in the number 41 machine in 3rd. Tyler Deshawn in 4th. And Sean Dorr rounding out the top 5. And I tell you, Sean Dorr goes a little high there. Don't know. He might be able to keep up with it, but you got Tyler Sifford. He don't want to leave that inside lane open too much because Tyler Sifford, he'll stick that nose in there and take it away from you.
Yeah, that he will, but Sifford right now running very calmly in that number 7 spot right behind Aiden Young. They're running pretty good. He's got his teammate right behind him, too, in the 8th spot. That's Dwayne Culberson.
Yep, right now riding along with Tyler Deshawn right now, and he is actually running in the number 4th spot behind David Shutt in that 25 machine SRA Ford. And that's another thing we had to bring out. The Chevrolets have been the dominant manufacturer tonight. We've seen some Toyotas get up there, but all the manufacturers up front. But for the most part, it has been a Chevy show, which is kind of different than what we're normally seeing at Extreme, where we see a Ford show most of the time. But good to see all manufacturers being represented here.
Well, last season it started off as a Toyota show. Toyota won the opening race. Maybe this season it's going to be a Chevy or a Ford. Yet to be seen, though. A Toyota's running in 3rd right now, so not surprising if one would go to victory lane. How about this, though? Of the top 3, all 3 manufacturers are represented in the line of Chevy, Ford, and Toyota.
Yes, they are, and that's another thing that we're looking right here is you got John Houston out front, the Chevy, Mason right there in the Ford, David Shutt in the Toyota. So it is 1, 2, 3, all manufacturers right there. You got to go back to 4th place. Tyler Deshawn is sitting in another Ford right there, and then we got Sean Dorr, Aiden Young sitting in 2 Chevys, and you got another Ford of Dwayne Tyler Sifford, Dwayne Cumberson, and then the Chevy of Vern Bradley and Ryan Knoll sitting in the Chevy back there, rounding out the top 10, and that's so a mix of field right here of a lot of different drivers. And I said Ryan Knoll was in the Chevy. Excuse me, he's in the Ford. My bad.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see all 3 manufacturers represented 1, 2, 3, even though it really is just a fancy sticker and a little bit different body style. Everything else is basically the same between the 3 cars.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it is a representation of what they like and the brand loyalty right here. And as we see, it looks like these guys are being very patient. And we say that because this is the Cup Series. And we say it because this is the epitome of what ExtremeMotorsports99.com brings, the Cup Series here. And, you know, Matt, you know, I know that this is what you work for to get to this area. And whoa, looks like we're heading off.
Green flag stops
Yeah.
with just about 20 laps to go. This will be the final pit stop of the night, folks. This is the one that counts.
It is. We just saw John Houston storm off down with, and he actually took with him Mason Wenzel. So their game plan is to stay together with 22 laps to go. Will be 21 next time by. So we know these guys are going to have to make another pit stop. Again, shout out to all the viewers out there. Appreciate y'all watching, staying with us. Hope the stream has looked good for you. Everything has looked good. We sound good to y'all here at FusionMotorsportsTV.com. This is the opener. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Cup Series right here at Daytona International Speedway. As you hear these cars roaring to life on this 2.5 mile, and we got a lot of green flag stops happening.
Yeah, the number 41 of David Shutt kind of locked up his brakes coming in, but he'll get into his pit stall no problem.
Nice, good deal. And that leaves the lead over to Sean Dorr. And I'm going to tell you what, he knows how to make a pit stop stand. And what he would love to see right now, caution.
No tires on the 41 team, but gas and go. Very interesting strategy right there.
Yeah, well, here at this track, you know, they just had that caution not too long ago, so that might be, you know, you're not using a lot of tire here, so that might be something to think about. If that car's handling well enough, do you need tires?
That's true. That is very true right there. But, you know, still interesting strategy call there as, you know, if the tires start to wear, he's going to be in a bad spot since no one else is really going to plan to come down pit lane in this race.
That's true, and I tell you what, we're looking at Aiden Young right now. Started 34th, currently second. Moved it way up there. That's a heck of a jump. We talked about earlier about qualifying. Well, there's a perfect example of restrictor plate racing. Qualifying sometimes just really is not an indication of how well you're going to be running. You know, started 34th, sitting in second. Hey, if this race ended now, that's a heck of an achievement.
Well, to talk to MLG Sway, Pro Swag 69. Oh, Lord. What a name. He says, not sure of the fuel rate in this, but I almost feel like the final stop should have come either earlier or later. This just seems like the wrong time to pit. Well, the reason for that, Mr. Pro Swag, is we run at a limited fuel. It's like, what, 62% of the actual fuel tank?
62 or 65. Ryan Daniels out there might be able to get us, say, 100% on that. I think it's in that area, but you're close to it there, Matt.
So, basically what that means is these cars have not the full fuel tank, so they need to pit earlier than they usually would. Yes, you are correct. Under normal circumstances, the final pit stop would not be this early. It would be a little bit later in the run, probably with about 10 laps to go.
Yep.
But under the fuel circumstances, they are pitting with 20 to go instead.
And I tell you what, a slew of cars been brought down with Tyler Sifford leading that pack in here. He leaves a host of cars down here along with Jake Nichols in there too. Like I said, we haven't talked much about him tonight, but 18 laps to go here, and if this thing goes green, it's going to be a heck of a race to see what happens.
Yeah, that it will be. But the question is, will it go? Again, for some reason, at least the races I've been on, this league has a little history of late race cautions, at least one of them. So I expect us to get one more caution before we go to the end here.
Yes, absolutely. I'm 100% with you. It looks like maybe our leader has yet to come in. And Christopher Harlow right now running in third, along with showing Nick Hunt in fourth, but he has a lap down, which is our pole sitter right there behind him, drafting along with him. So definitely is Aiden Young and Sean Dorr still has yet to pit, so they are stretching this thing out tremendously. And what they would love to see right now, more than anything, was a caution. Yes,
well, I think that's why they're trying to stretch it. Now, it's a good strategy, but they're going to have to come down pit lane very soon.
Yep, they definitely will, and I think we'll see them come down pit lane here shortly, because one thing you don't want to do is run this thing out of gas and be in like a turn 1 or turn 2, because that would be disastrous, and your race pretty much would be over to have to tow it that far around this track.
Even in turn 4, you're still in a lot of trouble if you run out of fuel.
Absolutely, and even running it down low, if you have problems in pit lane, they could be disastrous also for you.
Well, pit lane you can kind of skirt by, but it is hard. I do agree with that. I like that outboard shot you got at the back end of that 62 there for a few seconds from the 09.
Yeah, he's got an unusual...
trying to show off the back end there.
Yeah, he's got an unusual paint job on the back of that onion booty machine.
You know, I think I know why.
Oh, what's that?
So that the 09 doesn't try to pass him on the last lap, so he's distracted.
There you go. Good plan. That's definitely a good detour. Yeah,
Probably trying to distract him so he doesn't, pull out on the last lap.
Yep, right here. I tell you what, and Sean Dorr, Aiden Young definitely knows the tale. They're working together. Those two they are definitely hoping and praying that a caution would come out right now. I mean, that definitely would go in their favor. The problem is the longer they stay out, if any of these guys took tires, they're going to run them down. And that's going to make their pit stop even more important to them if they have to make it under green, because not every car is a lap down at this point. So that means you would have a lot of cars that would come around that would put them in the back.
Yeah, that is very true there. So contact.
Ooh, yeah, it is, as they were coming through the field there, and
a little contact with Richie Evans.
Yeah, it was. I tell you what, those cars are giving away just a little bit, but are not giving away a tremendous amount here.
They got to pit soon.
They do. I'm going to tell you, they are stretching it out very far, and I would hate to see the worst thing happen is them run out of gas.
I mean, if they don't pit within the next few laps, I think one of them is going to run or drive.
Yeah, because they're definitely not letting off the throttle or saving fuel at all. I mean, they've got it down, and my little tattletale needle here is showing they haven't lifted once. And you can also tell that by the fact of the way they're pulling up on cars.
Yeah, I wish your little needle showed fuel. That would be very useful in this circumstance.
And then Ryan, you're right. They can't make it on fuel all the way, and I don't know if that is what they're trying to do. But if they are, that is not something they want. Now, unless they are hoping to stay in front of this field and get as far in front of it as they can and get cars a lap down and go in for a splash and go and make a couple second pit stop, so to speak, and get back out front.
Yeah, probably like a 4-second stop or whatever.
Yep, and get
just
back out. Yeah, just enough to get.
Oh, caution!
But there's what they wanted right there.
Like I said,
wow.
It's the 41 car. That's David Shutt. He's got no rear end there coming out of turn 4.
Oh, no. Well, he was doing very well, too, in this race. Let's see what happened to him here.
Hate to make this pun, but he was shut out of a chance for a win with that incident. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
That's all right.
Oh, and Tyler Sifford.
Tyler Sifford got caught up in it. The 25 got caught up in it just a little bit. Don't look like they were too bad off. But
looks like it was a bit of netco, too. Could you see the way the back end of that number 41 lifts before he spins?
Yeah, it does, right there. Ooh, and
the front end, rather, not the back end.
Hard on the apron. Trevor Rapolo going to the infield there to avoid him. And I tell you what, good driving by those guys to avoid that wreck. Unfortunate there for David Shutt here as, it's going to put us close here. I tell you what, now let's go back to what we were talking, because that 62 and 09 definitely is going to have to pit. And the caution here, there's no way about it. I would say, let me throw it out there, Matt. You think they might try to just stay out and go the rest of the way?
I think they might try, but to put it as nicely as I can, it would be a very poor decision to do so, because if you do run out of fuel, you're going to be in big trouble.
Well, right now, if they went into the pit,
They're coming down.
Yep, they are coming down. Well, I was about to say, if they come in the pit, they're going to come out back in the 16th, 17th position. So maybe it didn't work out exactly, but still, they're going to have plenty of time to bring it back front. And Aiden Young overshot his pit. Unfortunately, it's going to hurt him, but we just called it. That's what they were doing to do. If it went green, you just saw Sean Dorr just put a splash of fuel. The problem is he is dropping down through the field there, and will drop down as low as he's showing him in 12th right now. So he's definitely got time to get back up front. Aiden Young definitely right there with him. So 12th and 13th. They didn't lose a ton of positions. They don't have tires on those cars. So you tell me, do you think they've got the car? And, well, you know what? Let's just bring Sean Dorr up here and we'll ask him.
Yeah, just 1 second. As far as thinking they have the car, while I type something in real quick there in the chat, you said Sean Dorr, correct?
Yes.
There you go. But yeah, as far as thinking if they have the car to do it, yes, because
Sean Dorr, this is Joe White up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I tell you, that was a heck of a gambling strategy you and Aiden was pulling out there, and we were up here trying to guess our heart out till this caution came out. Do you think that you've got the car to maybe get it back up front? And from I saw that you only did a splash of fuel, so how's that thing running?
It's running good. It's just got a lot of cars in front of me now, so maybe it wasn't such a good idea, but we were going to fall short. We only had 4 laps to go when the caution came out, so and what I'm looking at in front of me right now is not looking good. So I thought it was going to play in our favor, but maybe not.
Well, I tell you what, that's what me and Matt up here in the booth were talking to all the viewers out there, like, man, are they going to try to gamble, go the whole way? That's a heck of a gamble, but, you know, hey, risk is awesome reward there if it paid off. But like I said, we saw you were doing the splash of fuel in that number 62 onion booty machine. Now, Matt up here in the booth had something interesting. The reason why you were keeping Aiden behind you is we got a shot of your rear view there, what you have back there. So maybe that was distracting him a little bit.
Yeah, I've had a lot of drivers in here whispering to me like, "Oh, nice bumper, blah blah blah," and keep telling them it's a distraction. But
bumper butt.
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, got a lot of compliments on it.
Good deal. My bad. Well, good deal. I'm gonna tell you what. Good luck the rest of the race here. Like you say, you got a lot of cars sitting in 12th right now. We're definitely going to be watching to see if you and him, because y'all were hooked up well, see if you can bring that thing back to the front.
I appreciate it, man.
All
well,
right.
it is very possible for him to do it, because again, last night the Xfinity race, that massive crash with 1 to go, anything's possible. Now, real quick, I want to mention 2 drivers. Number 1, Vern Bradley, Fusion Motorsports TV. We have had a tough speed weeks, but how about this? In the lead, under 10 laps to go in the Premier Series. Let's go, Vern Bradley.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. Before you get going, let's just bring Vern Bradley on up here in the booth. We'll get a talk with him.
Can I talk to him, or do you want him?
Well, it don't matter. Just bring him up here in the booth.
Hey, Vern, you got a copy on us down there?
Yeah, I sure do.
Well, we've had a rough speed weeks. However, you're in the lead with under 10 laps to go at Daytona. How does that make you feel?
I feel great. I had a strategy all night, and I've been using it. And it's working for me. What can I say? I'm just going to try to hold on for these last 7 laps.
Yeah, now, anyone you want to thank for the amazing race you're having tonight? Sponsors, that kind of deal?
Yeah, I thank Amoco Ultimate tonight. Great fuel. And Jake Nichols for pushing me.
All right, so, Joe, you got any questions for him?
Well, right now, lights are off on the pace car. Vern, good luck. I tell you what, we've been watching you back there, and you have brought this thing to the front. You're going to have 7 laps to go this time by. You got Jake Superman Nichols right there with you, so good luck from all of us up here at Fusion Motorsports.
And move Vern back down. The other driver I wanted to mention real quickly before we go back to Green Flag Racing would be the number 99 car, who was the fastest car in practice. now third on the track. I want to know what number styles he's using, because it is the perfect match for Carl Edwards' old number style.
Not 100% sure, but you're speaking of Bobby Chaney and the number 99 machine. As we're said, almost to get going back, but yeah, definitely nice looking machine there.
If anyone knows what number style that is, please put it in the chat. I do want to know.
All right,
I want to put that in my car. That looks really nice. I like it.
As we're about to see, as we see that pace car sneaking its way around turn 4 to heading to Tri-Oval, it's going to take a hard left on pit road. We're going to have 7 laps to go, Matt. Feel it. These cars are going to hit to the pavement here, rumbling. Vern Bradley and Jake Superman Nichols right there as Vern Bradley gets a good run, and he has got Dwayne Cumberson and the bunch right there with him, as he is definitely, he goes high. He wants Jake Nichols to work with him, and we haven't talked about that man all night long. And
Superman's back.
Yes, he is, and he is back with a vengeance. He's got a teammate with him, and we were talking about the Fords. Matt, we were talking about the Fords earlier, not dominating. Look what's on the outside. Here they come like a steam engine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as a broadcaster, this is incredibly exciting and fun to watch. As a team owner, this is one of the most nerve-wracking situations. Your car is leading the race, and he's got no help out there.
Yeah, true that. He's got that 99 all over the back end, though, as he powers back on the inside. Vern's definitely taking that Amoco. We're going to have 5 laps to go, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do right here, since we're so close, is we're going to go to the Speed Cam, FMTV2 Speed Cam, and let everyone feel this excitement, power, and enthusiasm here. So we're going to have 5 laps to go this time by. Tell you what, if that don't get you excited, nothing will. We're coming to 4 laps to go, and right now Tyler Deshawn pulling that number 25 Ford machine out front. Vern Bradley is trying to push him like nobody's business. Bobby Chaney right there with him. Matt, I'm going to tell you what, this is a heck of a battle.
Yeah, my heart is pounding right now for this finish. You know, I really don't know what to expect. I know what I want to see happen, but I don't know if it's going to happen. How about Ryan Nolan, though, near the front of the field? The 35, Damian Crump. These are drivers we've not talked about all race, and look at them. They're coming to the front. They want to win this race, too.
You got that right. Jake Nichols getting shuffled back to number 7. Sean Doors moved it back up to 8. John Houston back up to 6 as he's trying to bring that machine up here. As we got 3 laps to go, but I tell you what, Vern Bradley's doing everything he can do to push that 25 around here, and he's probably got his foot sitting up there in his back bumper, man, helping him along this track.
Almost a crash in the back. No crash. Oh, big crash in the back. That's going to be a caution. Yep. The race is over. Tyler Ducharme wins the race. Vern Bradley second, and Ryan Nolan is going to come home in third. That's the race, folks.
Yes, it is. That is going to finish it right there as you're seeing those guys come across the line. Let's see if we can't get confirmation on who the caution was.
Sean Dorr.
Sean Dorr. Well, let's see the number 62 machine. Yep, tore up a lot there. Let's see what happens is. Looks like the 28 machine. Wow. No, man, I tell you what, that was just an awful impact right there. The 28 machine just barely got a clip on him. And he got
That's
turned
gotta
and
be
went
net code.
way up. Yep, probably so. But either way, got way up in the air and turned. Let's see if we can get our good FMTV slow-mo cam going here so we can show the viewers what this thing looked like in kind of a slow-mo view as he's going to be
what a
flipping.
crash.
Look at that. Oh, hard into the lick. It took Dwayne Cumberson with him. Tyler Sifford, barely gets a bump in there too, unfortunately. But, man, look at that car flipping and turning and smashing the infield. Oh, I'm going to tell you what. They're going to have to get him in the infield care center there. And he knocked the back end. I hate to say it, but he knocked the back of the booty off of that car.
Yeah, I got to say, though, everyone's put on an amazing show tonight. And for Fusion Motorsports TV, this is the, redemption we needed. Second place here at Daytona. But what a finish for the 25 car, though. His first race of the league, Tyler Deschamps, first official race, and he goes home to victory lane. Isn't that amazing?
He does. We go home here. Unfortunately, it will be under caution, but I tell you what, Tyler Deschamps, first race of the season, is going to bring that 25, and we got to say it, 25 Ford machine. We were thinking tonight it'd been a Chevy dominant run field by John Houston and them, but Vern Bradley will bring home in the Chevy machine. Like you said, Fusion Motorsports TV Racing brings it home in second place with Vern Bradley there, and Ryan Knoll in third place there. Matt brings it home in that machine, but around the top five off, Damian Crump in fourth, Bobby Chaney in fifth. Jake Superman Nichols, hadn't talked much about him all night long, but he does finish it up in sixth here. John Houston's running seventh. Mason Wetzel sitting in eighth. Aiden Young powering back, stayed up in ninth. And Tyler Sifford rounds the top 10. So some good names there and some darn good finishes for guys who didn't have good starts, but they definitely should be satisfied with what this was.
Yeah, and another thing with Deschamps' win, it is the first win for that team, and I believe that's a new team, SRA Motorsports.
Yes.
First win for them in the Cup Series, too.
As we're heading the last lap here, folks, I tell you, we want to give a good shout out to all the viewers out there. We appreciate every one of you watching tonight, and our hats and congratulations to that man, Tyler Deschamps, for bringing home the victory here at the first race of the season. Extreme Motorsports 99.com, Daytona 500, Daytona International Speedway. I get to say that for real tonight. FusionMotorsportsTV.com here. I'm Joe White up here in the booth with Matt Egan for FMTV2. We're going to get to talk with those top three guys here as soon as this thing is over, and I know all three of them are going to be ecstatic because and relieved too at that this one's over here in good fashion.
Yeah, I'd be very relieved if I was anyone in that top 10, but man, just what a finish that was. I'm kind of speechless. I was really hoping for the 74 to go to victory lane, but at the same time, I'm very happy to see a first-time winner, his first ever race, and what I think is team's first ever race in this series. Man, that guy's got to be feeling a roller coaster of emotions right now.
He is. I tell you what, last week in the preseason race, he was one of those top dog guys who brought that machine up front with David Shutt a lot last week, so I knew he had the potential in the car, and tonight winning the first ever and also punching his ticket into the chase, and the first one to do so for the chase here. He's guaranteed to run for the title this season to try to take that throne away from Jake Nichols, and if this is anything that is kind of to show, it's going to be exciting. Becky, I do appreciate it there.
A little congratulations from Jonathan Shipman. Comment from Jesse Joan Andrews. It is my dream to be able to do this. Perhaps someday I can. Thank you, everyone. It has been beautiful and memorable. Well, Jesse, we're glad you enjoyed this, and hopefully we hope you can join us eventually, getting iRacing and a racing wheel and joining us here at Extreme Motorsports,
Yes, let me go ahead and say this. Let's bring up Ryan Knoll up here, the man who finished in third spot up here, and get a chat with him, and I'm going to let you do that, Matt.
Ryan Nolan, you got a copy down there. Ryan?
Yes, sir. Do you got me?
Yeah, I got you. Well, we end under yellow. How do you feel about that third place finish?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, but pretty happy with this finish. My goal is just to stay on the bottom, stay out of trouble, and try to take home a good finish, and this is a good finish for us.
How do you feel going into where are we going to be at in 2 weeks? Las Vegas, Joe?
Sorry, I still
Atlanta.
can't hear you.
Atlanta, I believe it is.
Ryan,
It might be. I think it is.
Next week or in 2 weeks, how do you feel about your chances to get a better finish? Maybe possibly either win. I believe it Atlanta.
Well, I think we had Atlanta in our practice races, and I seemed to run well there, so I think it might have a good chance for a repeat.
All right. Well, anyone you want to thank for this finish tonight? Sponsors, fans, etc.
Yeah, I want to thank the admins for this series and Skyview Customs for sponsoring me. And, of course, my lovely fiance for supporting my iRacing habits.
Always good to have support. Great show tonight, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
User was moved
All right, Matt, let's bring up our main man here. Rounded in the top second spot tonight, Vern Bradley.
User was moved to your channel.
Which one of us is interviewing him? All right. Vern Bradley, you got a copy on me down there, good buddy.
Yeah, I sure do.
Well, this is exactly what our team needed. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I had a strategy that, that whole race, and I worked it, and it worked out perfect, and I had a shot to win it for us at the end there. But it just didn't work out that way, but I'll definitely take a second.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still second place after a rough week. How do you feel about second place?
I feel really good about it. I mean, I just give it a great run, and I got to thank Tim McBrayer tonight for helping me out. He spotted for me, and he did one heck of a job.
Yeah, now, I know we were just talking to you, but once again, anyone you want to thank for this amazing finish?
Yeah, I want to thank Jake Nichols. Really is part of the reason why I was up there. He gave me a heck of a push on that run before that final caution, and that put me in the position. But again, thanking Tim, I want to thank you guys in the broadcast booth for doing a great job. Definitely Fusion Motorsports Television. Great team to have in the trucks and Xfinity. And hopefully we can add a couple teammates in the Cup Series here to help us out on the next plate track.
Yeah, hopefully, and, have a great night, man. You put on an amazing show for us, and we are all very impressed with the redemption we've had onto Atlanta in 2 weeks.
Thank you guys very much. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to Atlanta with you guys, and I think we're going to have a great season.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, you're off to a great start in the Cup season. I'm hoping I get off to a good start next week at Atlanta in the trucks, and we'll move on from there. But amazing night tonight, Vern.
Well, thank you guys. It just a ton of fun when you can run that well.
And finally, we will be talking to the 25, the winner of Tyler Ducharme, and I believe Joe White will have that one.
User was moved to your channel.
All right, let me run down here to Victory Lane. Tyler Ducharme, I'm going to tell you what, you powered that number 25 machine. We got the confetti flying. The first race of the season at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, and your first win here. Congratulations. Take us through that last lap there when you made the pass, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give a huge thanks to my teammate, Bobby Cheney. Man, what a great job. I saw him went high there, and I was like, I got to try and do something here. So I went up in front of him here, and he just gave me a heck of a push right past the gut leader. And I wanted to try and help him so we could get down in front of him, both of us. But he said, like, do what you got to do to win it. So I went to the bottom and just tried to make sure he couldn't get a run to get up past me again. So, I mean, yeah, I'm happy. First race of the season in the chase. So we're happy.
Yes, you are, Tyler. That's another thing. You're locked into the chase. First win of the season, definitely locked in it. You're going to battle for that championship to hopefully dethrone Jake Superman Nichols off of that. My hats off to you. I tell you what, your teams over here, man, they got the Coca-Cola flying, the popcorn eating, man, everywhere, and they're happy to go and pack this thing up and head to next week. But y'all are a heck of a celebration. Who else you got to thank out there for this awesome win tonight?
I got to thank Sim Racing Authority, first off, for getting me to where my abilities are to come run over here. You guys for broadcasting, Pepsi Max, and Elwood Designs for the awesome paint scheme, and Rick for putting on this great league. So, yep, see you guys next week.
All right, well, Tyler, my hat's off to you. Congratulations again. And, Matt, I tell you, that right there is what it's about. We're here at Daytona 500, Daytona International Speedway tonight. We want to appreciate and say a thank you to all the viewers out there. I thank you, Matt, for stepping in and helping me out tonight in the wake of such short notice. This has been an exciting first race of the season, and more to come, as we got a lot more to come. And we want to, as
Yep, sorry about that if the noise came through on the mic. I was scratching my ear, and I guess the mic was on.
That's all right, but what I want to say is we definitely here at FusionMotorsportsTV.com. I'm Joe White for FMTV2, along with Matt Egan up here of FMTV. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because that's when we're going to see you again until we do some fun runs in the next week or so. But the next season race is going to be 2017, folks, and we can't wait here. So for an awesome, epic night tonight, I will wish everyone a good night and thank you.
Yeah, same here. Have a, not our final broadcast of the year, but have a wonderful holiday and wonderful night, folks.